the best iRacers in the business.
It's the way to do it. We're in the 87 cars here at Talladega. As you see the 15 car grabbing the wall.
My goodness!
Wow.
He did it! He made it through that!
Wow.
Oh, we got contact! Oh my goodness! Oh, and he's upside down! Garrett Gusso is upside down! Mayhew's sliding!
They're not being able to stop the 7 car, losing it. He's into the grass on the tri-oval. He's going to get a penalty for that. He has no help, and this guy's got a rocket ship. Move aside, Kim Jong-un, the 46 crew can build a better rocket than you.
Your next is $4.99 champion is Garrett Gusso!
Garrett
He is the
Gusso!
winner of the $4.99! Garrett Gusso, you are immortal!
Had an awesome night.
Welcome back, everybody, to another broadcast here. Oh, sorry about that. Welcome back, everybody, to another great broadcast here tonight on the Dega Boys channel. Tonight, we are broadcasting the Talladega 88 here at Talladega. 88 laps around here for the cutoff race for the finale, which will be next week at Homestead. Well, first and foremost, I got Jay in the booth here. Jay, how you doing?
Oh man, doing fantastic. This is the final race of the round of 6. We're going to eliminate 2 more drivers and set our final 4 for next week's championship race at Homestead. But Talladega is on deck here tonight. Long race here in store for these drivers. Lots of opportunities to get a win here this season, as well as lock yourself into that championship 4. This is going to be a fantastic race here, Tom.
Absolutely it is. Again, another great broadcast about to happen here tonight on the Dega Boys channel. Let's go into a little bit of race info for you guys as practice rounds out just a little bit here. We'll give you guys a little bit of a heads up of what's going on. Again, tonight is the Talladega 88, race 20 of 21 here at Talladega Super Speedway. Got a track length of 2.65 miles, a track temp right now of 126 degrees Fahrenheit, and an altitude of 540 feet. 81 degrees ambient, 43% humidity, partly cloudy skies, and an 8-mile-an-hour wind. This is the PSCRL Truck Series Season 3. Got 33 degrees of banking in the corners, 16.5 degrees of banking in the tri-oval. 48-foot wide racing surface. Pace car speed is not 50, but 70. And pit speed limit of 55. We got a stage caution on lap 16. And one quick repair for everyone out there who has a little bit of a problem, maybe earlier in the race, maybe later in the race, but you can roll out your backup car and get back out there on the track. All right, Jay, with practice rounding just about a minute and 30 seconds left, we've got Underwood at the top of the board right now. But let's talk about this guy right here, Matthew Wood. He has absolutely dominated this season. And he's going to come out here with a win under his belt from last week and try to gain a little bit more points from maybe going into the final round.
Yeah, this is the man with the least amount of pressure. I mean,
Yeah.
he's already set in stone, ready to go at Homestead next week for the championship. The pressure, though, is on the guy at the top of the board there, Brian Underwood, Chris Stangel, 29, Jordan Hand, William Connolly, as well as Jonathan Gaston. 3 of those 5 drivers will lock themselves in with Matthew Wood next week into the championship race. All the pressure's on the line tonight for those drivers to try and get the points required to make that championship round. A win, and that could solve all your issues here. We saw Gaston win the season opener here at Talladega earlier this year. Maybe that's the guy you're watching here tonight to double down here at Talladega tonight.
Absolutely a lot to look forward to here as Matthew Wood and William Connolly, they're linking up here during practice, maybe getting a little bit of practice in before we go qualifying. We've got a little bit of a change up to the schedule during qualifying. You guys will see. And then we'll call the grid. But 13 seconds left here in practice. Matthew Wood, William Connolly coming off of turn 4 to finish out this session. Real quick to the chat. Dallas Seward, how you doing, buddy? Tanja's back. Good luck, y'all, to the competitors for sure. Absolutely. You can see a wreck happening here. Matthew Wood almost going over. Connolly eating the inside wall. What do you think about that?
Look like Kyle Busch. That's what it looked like to me.
All right, practice is rounding out here. Dallas Seward in with the gifted membership, and it's Javon Thompson. I mean, probably one of the worst guys you could get on your channel here. I mean, Jay, do you have anything to say about that?
I have nothing to say about that. I'll leave that
I'm just kidding.
Oh, Javon.
Oh, Javon, that's right. All right, first out on track for qualifying, that's Dylan Carrier. By the way, thanks, Dallas, for that gifted membership. Truly, truly appreciate it and your continued support of the channel. Thank you so much, sir. So we're coming down the back straightaway with Dylan now. Dylan taking to the track first, coming down the back straightaway. Look, a typical qualifying procedure here, Jay. Run the outside lane, get some momentum rolling for you. Maybe even do it on your first lap, get momentum for that final lap, that money lap, where you go for pole. So here comes Dylan now, off of turn 4 and into the tri-oval.
Yeah, here he is, going to stay to the top of the track, and now here it is through the tri-oval, takes it down to the bottom here for the money lap here in qualifying at Talladega. Track position can be very important here tonight to stay in front of any happenings that could happen here tonight. Down here into turn 1, right down against the yellow line. Going to make this thing as fast as possible. Pin it down there, little wheel input as possible, and then he's probably going to take it right down to the bottom here, down the back straightaway.
Down the back straightaway, he's going to run that yellow line all the way down. Trying to keep the steering wheel as straight as he can. Let's see what he does down here going into turn 3. He's going to rip the bottom once more, holding that yellow line all the way down on the bottom side of the track here. As he is going for his money lap. As he comes off of turn 4 now. He's going to be looking towards the start-finish line. Let's see what the 54 can do here in due time.
Yeah, here it is through the tri-oval here on his qualifying lap. Still right down there against the yellow line. He's going to come to the start-finish line here. Crossing it now. Let's see what he can do here in qualifying.
A 54.826 for Dylan. Here comes Chris Goetz as he crosses the line. Let's see where he goes. P3, Dallas Seward to the top of the board. William Connolly crosses the line. P2 with a 54.822. Jaden Porter goes P5. Let's go ahead and look at Farrell Robbins here as he crosses the line. It looks like he won't get a lap time in. Let's look at Ben Gleason now as he comes through the tri-oval.
Here comes Ben Gleason in the 66 machine. He's going to try and put this thing to the top of the board through the tri-oval. Now headed for the start-finish line. Foot to the floorboard. He's going to cross the line as Chris Stange goes to the top. And now Ben Gleason up to P3 here in qualifying.
Brian Underwood takes that P2 position. Let's go ahead and go to another driver here, Jordan Hand. He's taking the outside lane here in 3 and 4. Looks like he's coming to complete his second lap now. William Connolly, updated lap time, P4 for him. P5. Jonathan Gaston goes P3 in the 72. As here comes Jordan Hand across the line. Now let's see what he can do.
Here it is, Jordan Hand across the line. Let's see where his name goes on the board. Looks like he will move into the P13 position for him. Farrell Robbins, P14. Benjamin Romano there, P15. Ryan Rose, he snuck up there in the top 10 with that P10 position.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to our special segment of the night, and we'll be right back with y'all.
Hi, I'm Lonnie Crowder, Grand Marshal of tonight's race. Gentlemen, good luck tonight. I know it's going to be some hard racing. You're going to have to find a drafting partner. Be careful out there. One thing less to say, start your engines and let's go racing. I want to say that real soft, and be careful. God bless.
All right, right back with you guys now, ready to go racing here at Talladega. On pole tonight, that's Benjamin Romano in the number 24 with Jordan Hand in the 3 truck starting P2.
Starting P3, that's Matthew Wood, the Iron Man himself in the 16 machine with Ben Gleason in the 66 starting P4.
Brian Underwood in the 77 starting P5 tonight with Farrell Robbins in the number 4 truck starting P6.
Starting P7, that's Jordan Kreider in the number 69 machine with Chris the Gambling Man Staines in the 29 starting P8.
Jonathan Gaston in the 72 starting P9 tonight with William Connolly starting P10 in the 25.
Starting P11, that's Dallas Seward in the 83 truck with Danny White in the 79, rounding out your top 12 starters here tonight at Talladega.
All right, there we have it. Ready to go here for tonight. The grid is set. The grid is ready to go. 88 laps here at Talladega. A couple of guys here waiting to get onto the grid right now. Jordan Kreider, Josh Kreider, Grant Applegate. And then we'll be setting this race ready to go. What a great run for Benjamin Romano out in qualifying in the number 24. He's looking for a great run here tonight. Dallas Seward back in the chat giving us a old yeet yeet as we are now rolling here at Talladega. Looking for another great run out here. We got two guys not showing up right now. Danny White, Grant Applegate. Looks like they may be starting on pit road here. As you can see the field coming down into turn 1. All right, 88 laps. Jay, any last words before we go green flag racing?
Yes, the best iRacers in the business here in the PSCRL Truck Series season. We are down to the nitty-gritty, the penultimate race here at Talladega. We have 6 playoff-eligible drivers remaining. After tonight, we will have only 4 to duke it out next week at Homestead. But here tonight, we got 88 laps, 235 miles here around Talladega to decide who is going to make that final round. Matthew Woods locked in and secured, and we got 5 drivers vying for those final 3 spots. A race of survival, maybe a race of attrition, maybe some strategy. Here tonight to take the crown here at Talladega.
If any of you guys watched our Deegan Cup that we did on Thursday night, well, you just witnessed that in the Xfinity race. What an apocalypse that we just saw there coming through turns 3 and 4. But back to the truck series here at Talladega. Goodness gracious. We're coming through 3 and 4 now. Benjamin Romano ready to get this thing underway here and get green flag racing. We're going to watch that pace car come off the racing surface and give control to the 24. As you can see that happening now, the pace car coming off the racing surface, control to Benjamin Romano as they come down into turn 1. The 24 getting into the restart zone there. Everybody's starting to check up, stack up just a little bit now as we're in the restart zone. And the green flag flies for 88 laps here at Talladega. The 24 and the 16 already linking up here as Matthew Wood is behind the 24. But here comes Jordan Hand on the outside here, coming down into turn 1. He's got some help behind him. That's Ben Gleason, Farrell Robbins, Chris Stange behind him as the inside lane gets a little bit of a resurgence now. Coming off at turn 2 and down the back straightaway. It's going to be a drag race going down into turn 3. That outside lane getting a little bit of a run here as they head on down into turn 3.
Yeah, Benjamin Romano holding the lead right now. Matthew Wood supporting him down there on the bottom. Jordan Hand with Ben Gleason on the outside. Looks like Benjamin Romano, Matthew Wood might be able to clear the 3 of Jordan Hand here as they continue to push here off of turn number 4 and headed for the tri-oval now. As Benjamin Romano still working the inside line. Matthew Wood locking bumpers with it, but there is some resurgence here on the outside line. Oh, we got a little bit of squirrely action there. Matthew Wood out of line, but it looks like Benjamin Romano's going to lead lap 1.
Great run for the 24 so far. If you guys remember now, these cars underwent a new update, some new aero changes to these trucks. These guys are having to drive these trucks like they've never had to drive them before. The aero making up a big new part in these trucks where these drivers are learning every lap that they're out there on track. But coming down the back straightaway, that outside lane having a little bit of a surgence here. Jordan Hand to the lead going down into turn 3. Can he hold on through the next coming corners?
Yeah, here it is, still side by side for the race lead. Jordan Hand making this outside line work. All the help in the world from behind from the 66 of Ben Gleason. Here we are, still side by side. Benjamin Romano still maybe leading this inside line just a little bit over Jordan Hand. And Jordan Hand to the tri-oval. He's trying to take the lead here as we go through the lap traffic of Danny White across the line.
Coming across the line, that one goes to Jordan Hand as we're going to go 3 wide here down into turn 1 with the lap car of Danny White. He's going to be the first car a lap down now as they come through turns 1 and 2. It's still the 3 truck on the outside of the 24. Not a lot of jockeying for positions just yet here as they come off at turn 2 and down the back straightaway. We see a 3 wide move in the back there. Who is that? That's the 25 of William Connolly. Connolly trying to make a lane here going down into turn 3.
Yeah, here's Connolly to the outside. Ryan Rose pushing him. We got some 3 wide action here at the high banks at Talladega Superspeedway. Off of turn number 4, the inside line with Romano still leading. Matthew Wood pushing him. Off of turn 4, headed for the tri-oval. You got a 2-car train up on the top. That's Ryan Rose and Connolly making something happen through the tri-oval.
Coming through the tri-oval now and across the line, it's going to go to Jordan Hand here. That outside lane seems to prevail as they come across the line every lap. They come on down into turn 1. Ooh, the 66 got a little squirrely there. So did the 4. The 25 got very lucky there to not be able to get caught up in anything there. Off of turn 2 now and down the back straightaway. That outside lane's getting a lot of momentum here as they're looking 3 wide for the lead. Here is Connolly now. He's going side by side with Hand, and it's ruining Hand. It's ruining his run down into turn 3. The 24 Benjamin Romano now out with a 3-car lead over the outside lane as here comes Brian Underwood now off of turn 4.
Yeah, here it is. Noob contenders at the front of the field. Jordan Hand's now going to push Brian Underwood to the lead here. Side by side with your race leader, Benjamin Romano, who's controlled the beginning of this race. Jordan Hand goes to the outside, leaving Brian Underwood out to dry there in the center. 3 wide across the line. Not sure who that lap went to, but here it is. Jordan Hand leading up on the outside.
What a move by the 3 truck. Oh, the 24 gets a little squirrely there. He holds on to it through turns 1 and 2 now. We're 3 wide for the race lead off of turn 2. Lap 5 here at Talladega. And we are already duking it out for the lead. 3 wide once again as Jordan Hand puts himself out there. He leads the race. He's clear of all cars behind him as they come down into turn 3. We're still in a 3 wide situation. Way back there for P5 as they come through 3 and 4.
Oh, Jordan Hand squirrely there. They're going to save it. Unbelievable off of turn 4. Is now Underwood's going to take the lead. Help from Gleason. Inside line is falling apart here a little bit. The support is gone as we see, now we're going to see Brian Underwood lead this time across the line.
Brian Underwood, what a great lap for him as he's holding strong on the inside. Chris Dange going down to the bottom, so does Carrier and Seward, and they're making a run now for the lead. Here comes Chris Dange on the bottom here as the 3 truck of Jordan Hand still stuck way up on the top side. Brian Underwood in the middle, coming down the back straight now. It's Chris Dange to the point now with the 54 and the 83 behind him as they go down into turn 3 now. Not much competition as everybody else seemed to fade.
Yeah, here goes Dylan Carrier pushing Stage down the lead. Oh, Dallas on the apron. Can he save it? He does. Running in that P3 position. He's going to stay right there tucked up behind Dylan Carrier here in that P3 position. He's looking to the outside, still pushing. Squirrely is the 83 of Dallas Seward. As we continue here across the tri-oval, Stage still leading. Oh, Dallas sideways again. Here as we head towards the line.
Coming towards the line, that lap goes Chris Dange. Dallas Seward having a little bit of issues here with this truck as he goes down into turn 1. We're still 2 wide now as they go through turns 1 and 2. The 83 stuck behind the 54 at the moment, giving as much support as he can off of turn 2. Down the back straightaway now, Brian Underwood on the outside here, and that looks like Jordan Kreider trying to make a third lane now, all the way in the back. No support for himself, but coming down into turn 3 now, that's going to go to Chris Dange on the inside lane.
Yeah, here it is. Stain still holding on to the lead down here on the bottom. Now we got the 66 of Gleason pushing Underwood up here on the outside. Jordan Hand's in that mix. We got 2 even lines here down in off of turn 4 into the tri-oval. See Dallas having a little bit more issues down there. 3rd car on the inside line is now Brian Underwood's going to surge to lead. Help from Gleason now.
What another great run. That outside lane just seems to resurge every lap here as they come down into turn 1 now. The 77 out front being pushed by the 66, but the inside lane making a little bit of a resurgence here with the 54 behind the 29 off of turn 2 now and down the back straightaway. These guys are going to go side by side for the lead here. Maybe if the 54 can get connected with the 29, maybe a little bit of help by the 83, the 66, maybe getting a little hot here, looking to the outside of the 77 as they come on down into turn 3. Looks like Jordan Hand's going to look to the inside of the 66. No, he's going to think better of it. Here comes Jordan Kreider on the outside with help from Matthew Wood off of turn 4.
Yeah, off of turn 4, you see that 3rd line forming again. Jordan Kreider being pushed by Matthew Wood as maybe that middle line's fading a little bit here as Stage goes back to lead. We're closing up to the end of this stage on lap 12, and these playoff boys are starting to surface to the front, trying to get these stage points.
Chris Dange still leading this race on the inside lane. A very valiant effort by Jordan Kreider on the outside lane. He's going to come down in front of Brian Underwood very slowly but surely off of turn 2 now. The 16 almost gets it to the wall on the very outside, going 3 wide, coming down the back straightaway now. It's still Chris Dange leading this race as the 69 on the middle lane trying to make a resurgence there, but that outside lane of Matthew Wood, he is slowing down the middle lane. We're going to see what they can do here in the coming laps, but coming off of turn 4, it's Chris Dange. Dallas Seward, he's loose on the apron. He saves it. He comes back up on track.
Yeah, that's a big moment there for Dallas Seward. He might lose the draft here, but here it is. The battle for the lead is on. Jordan Kreider going to lead the field to the line. Is now Brian Underwood looking to the outside. Oh, He's going to go to the bottom and block off Stage here as we head into turn 1. Look at these guys duking it out for the race lead. Everybody wants to take the lead here through 1 and 2 now.
The 3 truck on the outside there, making it 3 wide. Got no support at the moment, but coming off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway, Jordan Kreider making a run for the lead here as Brian Underwood still leading this race coming down the back straightaway only by a hair as they come on down into turn 3. Jordan Kreider, he takes over that position down into turn 3. We're still 2 wide for the lead of this race at the moment, as it does look like Dallas Seward loses the draft now as they come off of turn 4 and looking for the start-finish line.
Here it is, into the tri-oval now. We see some more lap traffic up ahead of your race leading pack here. I believe that's 57 of Applegate. This can get interesting here, so we're going to have 2 laps to go in this stage. The points are on the line. The money's on the line here for this opportunity to get into the final 4. Stage to the outside now. Help from Brian Underwood as they're going to try and go by Jordan Kreider off of 2.
All right, coming down the back straightaway now, Chris Stange blocking the 77 in the middle lane as that Grant Applegate goes 1 lap down. As they come on down into turn 3, now the 69 is going to be looking to the inside of the 29 as they go side by side for the lead of this race now through 3 and 4 off of turn 4 now. It's a side by side battle with Jordan Kreider and Chris Stange. Here comes the 78 of Ryan Rose now. He's coming down pit road, maybe anticipating the stage caution here. Ooh, did he get a little sideways? Oh, he is sideways. He saves it. What a great save by him as we go back to the front here. Chris Stange back out front as he goes down into turn 1.
Yeah, here we are. We got 5 laps to go on this stage. Excuse me for that. I'm missing a few brain cells here tonight. But here we are battling for the lead off of turn number 2. Stange on the outside of Jordan Kreider. Still drag racing down the back straightaway. As we see Stange with the help from Underwood continuing to push down the Alabama Gang super stretch. Down here into turn 3. Stange is going to go to the bottom into turn 3.
Coming down into turn 3 now. Still side by side for the lead of this race. He's getting a great push. Stange is by Jordan Kreider on the inside lane. They're legging the 77 in that outside lane now. Oh, the 29 gets loose off of turn 4. He's going to try to come back out on track here. The 54 is going to connect with the 29. We're 3 wide for the lead of this race now as they come through the travel across the line. The 77 clears the 69. He comes out of track. A lane. The 66, 69 make contact. Coming down into turn 1 now. Everybody straightens it out, it looks like, but they're still real close to each other as they go through turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, we're real close to a 4-wide situation there. Jordan Kreider thought better of it, gave that lane up there to the 66 at Gleason. But Chris Stange, he was dead sideways, and now he's back to the lead. Help from Dylan Carrier now. We got Romano in hand, working the outside line. Here comes Connolly now, surfacing to the front of the field here into the turn number 3 with on lap 13. We got a few laps going this stage, and these boys are pushing hard.
Coming off of turn 4 now, Stange still out front on that bottom lane. The 3 truck of Jordan Hand trying to make something happen here on the outside lane. He's got support now coming into the tri-oval as the middle lane with Brian Underwood and Gleason. They do not have as much support as the 3 truck. As you can see them resurging out ahead. Here comes the 29 to lead lap number 13 on to 14 now. Down into turn 1. Still 3 wide though for that P3 position as Brian Underwood makes another resurgence here. The 54 looking to the outside of the 29. Maybe try to cool down here off of turn 2 now and down the back straightaway. We're going to have a 3-wide drag race for the lead of this race.
Here it is, 3 wide down the Alabama Gang super stretch. The inside line still holding the position here with Stange leading it. Is now Romano's going to give the 3 of Jordan Hand a massive shove through 3 and 4. Look at the move there up on the outside. Jordan Hand's going to take this thing to the lead. Underwood still trying to make this middle line work. Oh, we got a little jockey for position there. As we're going to go through the tri-oval and this time get 2 laps to go in the stage.
Coming through the tri-oval now. We're looking at a 4-wide situation for P2, the 3 truck. He's going to drop to the back. He got short shafted here as they go down into turn 1. Oh, they're getting close. A little bit of door banging by the 3 and the 66. We're still 4 wide now as the 3 truck is dropping like a rock through the field off of turn 2 now. Still no one behind him to help him. He's going to try to go back out to the outside lane. Here comes Connolly now to the middle lane. He's trying to make a resurgence here as Chris Stange still out front on lap 15 down into turn 3.
Yeah, down here into turn 3, Connolly trying to make a resurgence here through the middle line. Really not that much help behind him. Only Brian Underwood. His Stange continues to control this race on the bottom. Help from Carrier. We got a little bit of a shove to the outside. Romano's going to try and push Matthew Wood's gonna try and push Romano to the front. Here it is, 3 wide across the line. Final lap of the stage.
Oh, man, that one goes to Romano as they go white flag in the air for the stage. Down into turn 1 now. We're still 3 wide for the race lead here with Stage on the inside. Connolly in the middle and the 24 of Romano on the outside. Off at turn 2 and coming down the back straightaway now. Who's going to get the speed? Who's going to get the run? Who's going to get the help as they come down the back straightaway? Down into turn 3, the 25 tracks out on top as they dive on down into turn 3.
Down here into turn 3, Connolly leading the field, 3 wide behind him. The points are on the line here as Connolly makes a big top to bottom move. Oh, we got contact. We're all gonna save it. Oh, we got the 74 Porter's around. Matthew Woods around. Big crash behind. Connolly's gonna win the stage. What a big time move.
Connolly, what an amazing move there. We saw some craziness happening back here. The 72 almost up and over here. Dylan Carrier keeping that truck clean. Let's see, anybody else back here? Jaden Porter was caught up in a little bit of an incident coming off at turn 4. Let's go back and look at that yellow flag and see what happened to these guys as they were coming off at turn 4. There you have it right there. A little bit of contact off at turn 4. Well, if we go back just a little bit further, you can see Applegate maybe make a little bit of contact. No, it was the 24 in Applegate. They went down into the 54, and the 74 gets tagged by the 79. And so does, wow, look at the 72. Almost a blowover.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there for Gaston. One of your playoff contenders. Doesn't look like he's going to get any stage points here tonight. Super unfortunate. We'll have to go back and take a look at the running order, but that could be huge playoff implications here for the 72 of Gaston. Yeah, he did get tagged that right rear. Wow! He got some airtime. Move aside, Tony Hawk. We got a new man in the town.
Oh, I love it. All right, let's go on board with him. Let's see what he saw. Whoa!
And he stuck the landing, too. It's unbelievable what we just saw by Gaston.
All right, so it looks like first place we'll go to William Connolly, Brian Underwood, Chris Staines, Benjamin Romano, Farrell Robbins coming out with the top 5. Dylan Carrier, Jordan Hand, Jaden Porter, Ben Gleason, Jordan Kreider will round out your top 10. Matthew Wood coming out P11, Chris Goetz P12, Jonathan Gaston goes P13, Dallas Seward 14th, Josh Kreider 15th, Nathan Brookover, Grant Applegate, and Danny White will round out your top 18 at the moment. Currently, right now, Ryan Rose, who was out on track earlier in the race, he is out of the race now. He will not be participating in the rest of the race.
Yeah, with the hole that Gaston was in coming into this race, I know it wasn't a major hole, but with that not getting stage points there, it might be in a must-win situation now here, Tom, for the playoffs. As we see Farrell Robbins win the race off pit road. Unbelievable stop there. Stage P2, Connolly P3, and Jordan Kreider will round out your top 5 on the exit of pit road there.
Great job by Farrell Robbins in the Ford truck getting that done. Here comes Jaden Porter for your P7 position. Ben Gleason, P8, P9 goes to Dallas Seward. And we'll see who P10 goes to. Looks like it may be Josh Kreider here. He's coming off of pit road. Yep, that'll round out your top 10 at the moment here. As we go back out to the front. Farrell Robbins, what a great pit stop he had to get that number 4 truck back out to the front. See what he could do here in the next 70 laps, 71 laps.
I like the strategy. I think he went 2 tires there and wanted to get that track position here during this pit sequence. I like the strategy. I mean, I don't really know how important tires are here tonight, Tom, around Talladega. We know if it was IRL, we'd be talking about how those Jesus Stone tires would mean nothing. But tonight, I like the gamble. Farrell Robbins trying to get a win here before the end of this season, going with a little bit of strategy to get some track position. I like it. I like it here by Farrell.
Jay, why don't we talk a little bit about the Jesus Stone tires, okay? So, what we witness on a week-to-week basis in the Cup Series is tires that are harder than the stones that Jesus walked on. That's where that little saying comes from. We used to see it all the time in IMSA, where, you know, in the Daytona 24 hours, you know, teams would go and use the same set of tires for 3-4 runs. As you can see, William Connolly, Jordan Hand, Josh Kreider, Matthew Wood still on pit road here. Is he going to go lap down? No, he's not.
No, he'll be fine.
All right. Well, yeah, with IMSA, but now it has unfortunately come over to NASCAR. So, tires, Jesus stone tires, harder than the stones that Jesus walked on. That's where it comes from. It's one of our favorite sayings here on the Take It Boys channel. If I say so myself, Jay, maybe arguably. Is that your favorite saying?
It's definitely up there. I mean, there's so many good sayings.
Yeah.
Big Daddy NASCAR, Big Daddy IMSA, Big Daddy, well, anything Big Daddy anymore. Some great stuff. I mean, Zach the Clown Brown. I mean, that's a
Zach
good
Brown.
one too.
Zach the Clown Brown.
Yeah. Clowning around.
Just clowning
And
around.
we
man.
also need to get a nickname for that fuel man that's been passed around recently.
Mia Khalifa.
Oh man, I mean maybe.
All right, lights are off on the pace car here. We're going green flag racing this time by. Again, your first row is going to be Farrell Robbins, Chris Stange. Second row will go to Jordan Kreider, Benjamin Romano, Jaden Porter, and Ben Gleason will make up your third row. Fourth row will go to Dylan Carrier, Dallas Seward, and your fifth row and top 10, Jonathan Gaston. Even with that little wreck that he had, it's going to be in that P9 position. Chris Goetz will be in that P10 position. But back up front here, Phil Robbins, ready to take the green flag.
Yes, this is going to be a fantastic restart. We've seen some great racing, 3 wide, even 4 wide at points. This is going to be absolutely thrilling all the way down to the end. When we get the green, we will have, I believe it'll be 68 laps to go in this race, 69 laps to go in this race. So this is going to be fantastic ending to this race.
Absolutely, as they come off of turn 4 now, the pace car pulling off the racing surface, giving control to Farrell Robbins. Now coming down into the tri-oval. Oh, the 69's pulling off. He's going to go down pit road right now. Maybe a little bit of issues for him. We'll keep our eyes on that, but Farrell Robbins now inching closer to the restart zone here with Chris Stange on the outside of him. And the green flag flies here at Talladega. Farrell Robbins again out front here, getting a pretty decent start here as the 29 of Chris Stange, he's looking like he's going to make the pass on the outside for the lead of this race momentarily as they come on down into turn 1. Still side by side for the lead of this race as they go through turns 1 and 2. As they come off of turn 2, though, watch that outside lane. They're going to get a little bit of a run here as Dylan Carrier now goes to the outside lane for a lot more support as the inside lane is struggling with 3 cars. Here comes Stange now to the outside of the Ford truck down into turn 3.
Yeah, big time pushing here by Romano, trying to push Stange to the front of this field. Can he clear the Ford for Farrell Robbins? No, he's not going to be able to. We're still side by side here off of turn 4. Still battling for the lead. Stange and Farrell both got help from behind. Porter as well as Romano are pushing for all their worth. Here it is through the tri-oval. Stange with the big shot from Romano is going to take the lead.
Coming through the tri-oval, the 74 getting real loose there. He holds on to it. The 54 might be pulling out here to try to make the outside lane. He does. The 29 down in front of the 20, in front of the 4, sorry. The 24, the 66, 72 now. They're making up that middle lane. The 54 trying to make a third line now. It looks like it's not going to be enough. On the outside, but coming off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway now is a race for the lead. The 4 is giving the absolute hammer to the 29. Coming down the back straightaway down into turn 3. Chris Stange still leading this race.
Yeah, Chris Stange doing a fantastic job, doing exactly what he did in the first stage. Get to the bottom line and control the race lead here in front of Farrell Robbins. But now we got Gleason and Romano on the outside. We got Gaston back in the mix here after his almost blowover in the tri-oval. He's trying to shake things up. We got Dallas down to the apron there, maybe having some issues. We'll see if he can get that thing back on the track. But oh, contact there between Gleason and Porter as here comes the outside line. Dylan Carrier being pushed by Matthew Wood.
Coming down into turn 1, going 3 wide for the P4 position as they go through turns 1 and 2. Off at turn 2 now. It's the 29 still on the inside lane there with 3 cars of support. There goes Romano all the way on the outside. He's trying to block the run here. Oh, the 54 giving him a great shove. Gleason, he's looking to the inside. We're 4 wide for second place as the 24 is going to drop all the way to the back with no support. Here comes the 79 making contact with the 24. Does he save it? Does he save it? Oh my goodness, look at him save it. Unbelievable. He's still saving it off at turn 4. He gets it straight.
Oh my goodness! Holy cow, what a save there by Danny White as we're side by side for the lead here. The 66 of Gleason with that power move through the middle. He's trying to go for the lead. Side drafted as a 24 Romano. He's trying to get up to the rear bumper of Gaston here. Stage still holding the bottom line. We got 9 trucks here in the front draft now as we get side by side action off of 2. We got Stage still on the bottom. We got Gleason on the outside. Gaston's pushing him for all he's worked out the Alabama Gang Super Stretch.
Ben Gleason in the 66 grabbing some help from the 72. He kind of cleared the 29, it looked like, coming down into turn 3 now. The 29 still trying real hard on the inside with pushing buddy of Farrell Robbins now wrapping the inside lane as they go side by side for the lead of this race now. Chris Stange coming back with a vengeance on the inside with more help as they come off at turn 4 and into the tri-oval. They're looking 3 wide for the race lead now. Stange on the inside, Gleason in the middle, and Romano on the outside. Romano's going to lose some steam here, but coming across the line, it looked like it was the 29. But here comes the 24 down into turn 1 all the way on the outside, making a run here for the lead of this race.
Yeah, what a recovery by the 24 Romano. He got stuck in the middle, went all the way to the back, and now here he is back to the front of the field. Help from Dylan Carrier now. We got Dallas Seward up there on the outside. We got 3 wide action down the back straightaway as the outside is prevailing with Romano taking the race lead. The inside line might be fading here a little bit as they're going to try and fight back to the inside of Gaston and Stage. Still 3 wide behind your 2 race leaders. This is unbelievable off of 4.
Coming off 4 now, the 66 still in line with the 77. The 77 is going to try to push out here, not going to be able to make anything of it as Gleason still holds on to the lead into the tri-oval, but it looks like exiting the tri-oval, it might go to Stange as they come across the line. No, it's Gleason. Gleason leads another lap here at Talladega. Lap 25 now, 24 just completed as the 24 gets real close to the 72 now through turns 1 and 2. You can see him still 3 wide here, maybe for the lead off of turn 2. Let's see what happens as they come down the back straightaway.
Yeah, a little bit of squirrely action there in the middle line as we only have 2 trucks still on the outside here as now we see Applegate go up to the outside. Can he support Dylan Carrier and Romano up there on the outside? Is now Stage with Farrell Robbins. They're making a resurgence down here on the bottom. They're going to retake the lead, the inside line. Led by Stage as Gleason still getting pushed by Gaston. Here off of turn number 4, it's going to get real tight there. They're all going to hang on to it. Unbelievable racing here at the front of the field. Is now Gleason in the middle line fighting back this time across the line.
Coming across the line, it looks like it's going to be, wow, that's really close to call. I think I went to the 24 there as they cross the line coming down into turn 1. Still 3 wide for the lead of this race now as they come down in turn 1 through turns 1 and 2 now as they're still 3 wide coming off at turn 2. It looks like the 24 is grabbing that support he needs in order to get to the front, but the 29 on the inside seems to be breaking up a little bit. The 74 not getting real close to the rear bumper of the 4 car as they come down into turn 1. Now Ben Gleason barely inching ahead here as they go down into turn 3, but look at Stange now. He is coming back with a resurgence on the inside through 3 and 4 now and looking for the tri-oval off of turn 4.
Yeah, off at turn number 4, Stage still leading this inside line, but Gleason and Gaston have been working just absolutely flawless together. Marvelous run that they are putting together as we see the outside line maybe fading just a little bit. Can Carrier get back to the rear bumper of the 24 Romano to apply some more pressure? Here we are, 3 wide again. Gleason gonna lead him down into turn 1. 3 wide for the race lead. Here comes Stage on the bottom. Help from Farrell Robbins. They might be able to pull this off as we're headed back down the back straightaway.
And again, down the back straightaway, still 3 wide for the race lead right now. The 24 inching out ahead as he's got that great push from behind from the 54 as they come on down into turn 3 now. The 24 clearing, almost cleared the 66 into turn 3 through turns 3 and 4. Now Chris Stange coming back again on the inside lane. Look how much support he has. Look how much speed he has off of turn 4. He's going to be looking for the tri-oval now. Maybe a little bit of lap traffic in front of him. That's the 69 of Jordan Kreider now as they are looking to cross the line here. Let's see who takes it. It's Benjamin Romano in the 24. It's about to get hairy here, Jay, down into turn 1.
Yeah, here it is. We're 3 wide action. We got some lap traffic in the way. Can we all make it through clean? It's going to be a squeeze in the middle of 1 and 2. They're all going to make it through. Unbelievable amount of driver talent. Oh, is Romano sideways off the front bumper of Carrier. They're going to continue to push. The middle line is dissolving now. Gaston, he is not able to stay on that middle line as now we're going to see Gleason take the lead in front of Stage now as we dive down into turn 3. All kinds of shakeups. Now Romano trying to get the support behind from Carrier. Here off of turn number 4. 4. We're 3 wide right there. Action as their front 3 are maybe getting a little bit of breakaway here headed for the tri-oval.
Coming into the tri-oval, it's Gleason, Stange, and Robbins now in the 66, 29, and 6, as we're looking at a 4-wide situation behind a Matthew Wood to the inside with help from Applegate as they cross the line. The 72 stuck in the middle once again with no help as they come on down into turn 1. The 72 trying to hold on here for all he's worth. It looks like he's just going to have to come back down and behind the 57. He does. The 74 and the 83 in line as the 24 and the 54, they stay to the outside lane. 2 lanes now, but up front, we're pretty much single file for all the way back to P7 of Dallas Seward. Ben Gleason leading the field now down into turn 3.
Yeah, here it is, Tom. I was wondering if anything was going to give there. Maybe we were going to get a single file action, maybe log some laps here around Talladega. And here it is, as we have Gleason continuing to lead the field. Stage is committed to that rear bumper, giving him all the bumper business, all the bump draft here through the tri-oval. As we see maybe a little bit of a shakeup back there. Dallas trying to make some work on the outside. Dylan Carrier behind him. But as it stands, your first 6 cars, all single file down here on the bottom, as we might have a little bit of a resurgence here on the outside line.
All right, coming through turns 1 and 2 now. That 83 and 54 looking like they're getting connected now. Off at turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Maybe the 83 can get a little bit of a run here. The 74 looking low, maybe trying to get a little bit of extra cooling here as they come down the back straightaway, as he's been helping the 72 around this racetrack as they come on down into turn 3. The 83 not making up a lot of ground, but is making up some ground at the moment through 3. And coming off of 4 now. He's looking to go side by side with Applegate off of turn 4 as Dallas Seward now leads that outside lane. He's making some good progress now through the tri-oval. He's looking to go to the front here as they cross the start-finish line.
Yeah, this is some great action with those 2 trucks. They're moving through the field here. Dallas going to get side by side with Farrell Robbins now. Carrier committed to that rear bumper of the 83 truck. Does anybody else go to the outside? You see Gaston and Porter back there. They're peeking. Stage was peeking there for a second. Maybe he wants to get on this train up on the outside. As here it is, Dallas Seward with a big shove from Carrier. They're trying to go to the lead. They're trying to battle down the Alabama Gang Super Stretch. Down there into turn 3. Maybe get some more support. Can they take that run to the front of the field? As Gleason continues to lead down here into 3.
Through 3 and 4 now. Gleason on the inside. Dallas Seward on the outside getting help from the 54. Looks like Gaston wants a part of that action too as they come off of turn 4. Now Dallas Seward going side by side with Stange as they go through the tri-oval now. You can see him trying to get a little closer to the 29, maybe trying to slow him down a little bit with a little bit of side draft as they come across the line. Second place side by side with Dallas Seward as they come on down into turn 1, and the 72 inching closer to the rear bumper of the 54. This is going to get good here, Jay. Let's see what happens in the coming corners.
Yeah, here it is. This outside line is absolutely flying right now with just those 2 race trucks. If Gaston can get close enough, maybe they can take this run to the front. Here we are side by side for the race lead now. Big run up on the outside line. Carrier and Seward challenging. Gleason and Stange down here on the bottom. Here it is. Gaston's closing that gap up. We're going to have 3 trucks up here on the outside working together now. Can they take it to the front of the field? Side by side still for the race lead as we're heading towards the tri-oval now. Can Dallas Seward lead this lap up on the outside? Can Gleason continue to lead down here on the bottom? Still side by side, wheel to wheel action as we cross the start finish line.
That one's gonna go to Gleason now in the 66, but Dallas Seward quickly retakes it over right after the lap there as they come on down into turn 1. The 54 maybe trying to look for a little bit of cooling as they come on down into the corners. A good push there by the 54 to the 83 in the middle of the corner of 1 and 2, but as they come off at turn 2 and down the back straightaway, the 83, he's going to the lead here, passing the 66. Carrier passes him too. That outside lane is on fire as they come on down into turn 3.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to stay to the outside line here. They're not going to try and clear down to the inside line as Dallas Seward maybe losing the inside middles. He's going to be stuck in the middle as Carrier with Gaston are going to go right around. All that work that Dallas did, he's going to fall back through the field, but now Carrier, he wants to go to the front of the field. Gaston going to push it for all he's worth. We've seen what 2 trucks can do up on the outside line. Now Carrier's leading the charge as Gleason's going to lead yet another lap here at Talladega as we might be going single file here. Can the 54 stay to the outside of Farrell Robbins? As it looks like we're going to continue on the outside here through 1 and 2 and then down the back straightaway as we see Gleason continue to lead the outside, maybe fading a bit.
All right, coming down the back straightaway, Gleason still out front here. Applegate looking to the outside now. He's going to pull up in front of Seward, but coming down the back straightaway now, the 54 side by side with Stange down into turn 3. The Ford truck there, the third car in line. That's Farrell Robbins holding very strong on the inside lane, holding with Stange and Gleason. As they come off at turn 4, though, look at the move the 57 did to get in front of Matthew Wood. He's going to cut down in front of the 16 to get that inside lane. As they come through the tri-oval now, the 54 not being able to work much further up than the 29 at the moment as they cross the line. That lap will go to Gleason as they come on down into turn 1. Here comes some more lap traffic.
Yeah, here we go, down here into turn 1. I believe that's Danny White. He was going to be looking at going 2 laps down here. After that incredible save, losing the draft, now he's in a real predicament here, as we've got some shakeups here at the front of the field now. We got that outside line rolling again with 3 trucks, led by Dylan Carrier. Here we go, getting towards the lap traffic. Danny White's going to give a lot of respect to the lead group here. He's going to go right up against the wall, give him some racing room here through 3 and 4. Excellent show of sportsmanship there by Danny White, as we're going to continue here off of turn 4. Gleason still controlling this race, still leading it, as we get a little squirrely action in my Carrier, but it's gonna work to perfection. Side by side for the race lead.
Coming through the tri-oval now, Carrier out front in the 54, the 72 looking high. We're looking 3 wide now. The same move the 54 did to the 83, and it comes back. Oh, the 72 just goes right in front of the nose there of the 54. The 54 is gonna come back in line as the 29 gives him some space off of turn 2 now, and down the back straightaway. The outside lane now is only the 72 and the 83. They're going to need a little bit more help here. Maybe they're setting up for a little bit of pit stops. The 57 going to the outside to support Gaston as they come on down into turn 3. Gleason still out front.
Yeah, Gleason still leading the charge here, but look at Gaston with Seward and Applegate up on the outside. That 57 truck's actually a lap down, trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way here at Talladega. Can he do it? Is he's going to continue to support this outside line? It's been insane what we've been able to see all night long, Tom, with a couple trucks up there on the outside, how competitive they are. Estate is going to try and lead this lap. It's going to be so close at the line, but Gaston will lead that lap. Unbelievable. No, from Dallas Seward down here to turn 1. Inside line's fighting back, though, with Gleason and Carrier working together.
Now remember, that 72 truck, he needs a win to move on to the final round. That's all he can do. That's all he wants to do here at Talladega. He's going to lead that charge on the outside to get to the point now as he's looking at, he's cleared Gleason. Here comes Seward now. He goes to the inside lane. He goes in front of Gleason. He's going to take the help away from the outside lane as the 57 connects with the 72 through 3 and 4 now. Dallas Seward to the point on the inside lane off of turn 4. They're going to be looking to the tri-oval here. Let's see who leads this lap.
Yeah, what a bold move there by Dallas, but look at the outside line with Gaston now. Look at the surge that they have. They're going to clear the inside line by a long shot here. Sid Gleason going to the outside. Here comes Danny White. He's trying to get his laugh back the old-fashioned way. It's Gaston. He's going to take the lead. Nobody went with Gleason. He's going to be hung out to dry on the outside. Here comes Jordan Kreider. He's also a lap down. He's going to be trying to get back into a position to get back on the lead lap. As we're all single file down the bottom. Sideways is Gleason. They're going to drop like rocks up there with no support.
Oh, big news here for the 66. He's dropping like a rock back here. Maybe a little bit of outside wall contact down the back straightaway. We'll see if he got any damage. I can't see. Through 3 and 4 now, the 69. He's going to jump the 66 here. There's the 66 trying to get back to the inside lane. He's not going to be able to, but back to the front here. We're single file. Dallas Seward, though, he's trying to make something happen here on the outside lane once again. He's not going to get much support here, it looks like, as he crosses the line. Let's see if he gets back in line here, coming down into turn 1. No, he's committed to that outside lane with no help at the moment, with Dallas Seward in that P2 position. The 57 and the 79, 1 lap down here as they're racing with the lead pack off of turn 2.
Yeah, here we are down the back straightaway. Nobody going with Dallas Seward here, but Gaston continuing to lead. He's got 2 lap cars in between him and second place. This is some big news for Gaston. He is in a must-win situation. If he wants to race for a championship, he's got to get this win here tonight at Talladega, and he's doing exactly that. Leading the field, leading the charge here off of turn number 4. Dallas side by side there with Stage. His Stage is committed to the 54 of Carrier now. Do they make a move to try and get by some of this lap traffic in front of them? As we're going to complete this lap. This is going to complete lap 39 on to lap 40 as we are 49 laps away from home.
49 laps away from home here at Talladega as they all come on down into turn 1. Oh, the 54 got a little squirrely there. Getting real close to Dallas. Contact. Contact is made through turns 1 and 2. As they come off at turn 2, they keep it straight. No damage to either car, it looks like. But down the back straightaway here, Dallas Seward coming back into that P2 position. Look, he's side by side with the 79 now. Danny White, 1 lap down here. The 83 working himself up all by himself down into turn 3.
Yeah, down here into turn 3, we still see Dallas on this outside. I can't believe how quick he is by himself up there on the outside as he's trying to get to the front of this field as we're going to stay in this single file line down here on the bottom. Could we be getting close to a pit stop sequence here? A little bit of conservativeness out of the field right now. Maybe just trying to log some laps here at Talladega as we've got 48 of them left on the board here, closing in on the halfway point. As Gaston likes what he sees. Nobody in front of him, late in the field, being pushed by Applegate. As Dallas is the only one up on the outside, still trying to make something work to the outside of Danny White as we rumble down the Alabama Gang Super Stretch once again.
Dallas Seward now looking to the outside of the 57 here. It looks like, no, down the back straightaway, still side by side with the 79 down into turn 3. And he's going to lose a little bit of time. He's going to drop back down to the inside lane. He's going to stick behind the 79. Oh, we got a second lane forming back here. That's Jordan Hand in the 3 truck getting help from the 77. Oh, back up front here. What's going on? Oh, we got some pit stops happening. Pit stops are happening. We got Dallas Seward, Chris Stage. Oh, we're wrecking in the back. That's Matthew Wood. He missed the commitment code. Benjamin Romano also missed the commitment code. Man, I'm having PTSD from Thursday night.
Holy cow, that is an uncharacteristic mistake there by the Iron Man of Matthew Wood. Now, this is going to be key here. The execution on pit road. Get the tires on these things. Get the fuel in these machines. Try to get back, blend out. Oh, Romano's having issues in the front. He had to back up back into his box. We have tons of issues on pit road. Can this group reform? Can they get uniform here and continue to make good lap time as it looks like Stage with Carrier is going to exit pit road?
All right, you guys can see on the top right of your screen where everybody else is out on track right now. Gaston, he's coming off of turn 4. Here comes the 79 and the 4, Farrell Robbins and the 72. Farrell Robbins going real deep here. Ben Gleason as well. Oh, the 79 squirrely, 66 squirrely. They all keep it straight here. What a great show of driver talent there as they come on down into pit road. We'll watch these guys now. Currently, Hand, Underwood, Connolly, Kreider, Brookover staying out at the moment. Let's see where these guys blend out with the last pit stop guys, as maybe a little bit of issues there for Dallas, maybe. Phil Robbins still on pit road. Ben Gleason, Matthew Wood coming off of pit road now. Romano still having issues there. Here comes Gleason. Here comes Gaston. That's not good. You want some more cars there for help. Phil Robbins still on pit road. Here comes the leaders.
Yeah, we're having all kinds of issues here on pit road. Big time mistakes as we see the rest of your lead field coming down pit road. Jordan Hand, Brian Underwood, William Connolly gets hard on the brakes. It looks like these guys executed flawlessly here. This could be the group to watch, Tom, if they can execute here on pit road. All of them blend back in together on exit. This could be your lead draft here. What a fantastic job they did getting onto pit road, executing, and 3 of those guys are playoff contenders. Let's see what they do on their pit stops.
Absolutely.
Oh, Jordan Hand overshoots.
Big news. 4 and the 79 coming back out of pit road here. Let's see where these guys blend out with the other guys. You can see him on the track map there. Here comes William Connolly. He is going to win that race off of pit road. Jordan Hand P2. Brian Underwood still coming out. Josh Kreider. Jordan Kreider having a little bit of issues there. But Chris Stange now coming through the travel. Look how much time they met up here, Jay. What a run by Chris Stange as he crosses the line. Green flag pit stops are done and they come on down into turn 1.
Yeah, this could be interesting. Can they get by this group of cars that are exiting pit road? Here they are in the middle of 1 and 2. This could be big moments. Does Jordan Hand leading that front group with Connolly and Underwood? Can they do it? No, they're going to go by Underwood. Now they're going to look to go by the 3 of Jordan Hand now. What? This is insane moments, insane happenings here at Talladega. Is Stage out from Carrier, they're rumbling. Now Matthew Wood is going to get past. There goes Connolly down behind the leaders. This is insane execution by the 54 and the 29 on pit road as we exit off at turn number 4. Your new leader, Chris Stage.
What a great job by Chris, now coming through the tri-oval, getting the lead of the race now. They got people broken up. The 54 getting squirrely there through the tri-oval. He gets it back straight. The 54 P2 at the moment, and it looks like the 57 still one lap down here, rolling with the top guys. Jaden Porter in that P3 position. William Connolly P4 with Matthew Wood. He is one lap down at the moment. All right, Jordan Hand, P5, Ben Gleason, P6, Gaston, P7, Brian Underwood, P8, Josh Kreider, P9, P10, now goes to Farrell Robbins, as he is way behind the leaders. In fact, he's just about right in front of him as Chris Stange now coming off at turn 4 as Farrell Robbins going into the tri-oval. So there you have it there. Green flag stops are done, and Chris Stange claims the lead.
Yes, we got a lot of shakeups here at the front of the field here, Tom. We got 12 guys on the lead lap as they see Applegate now being the first car one lap down here in that P12 position. So 11 race trucks on the lead lap with all of the mistakes and misexecution there on pit road. Right now, your leader stage with Carrier. Porter's back there in the 4th position running P3. And then you got Connolly, Hand, Gaston, Underwood. So a lot of your playoff drivers having some good execution there. That's exactly what they wanted. Matthew Wood thankfully won that race at Richmond. No concerns here, even being a lap down. Uncharacteristic out of the Ironman here tonight. Still in an opportunity to get his lap back if we do see a caution. If he could get by that 57 to Applegate. His stage continues to lead the field here as we are past the halfway point here tonight at Talladega.
Coming into the tri-oval now, we're pretty much all single file here for what would be your top 8. Couple lap cars in the mix there. Josh Kreider losing the draft here as he comes out of the tri-oval, currently P9. P10, that goes to Farrell Robbins. That's 79 of Danny White. Looks like he's about to be 2 laps down. 2 laps down he is, that's right. As they come on down into turn 3. The leaders now coming up to Dallas Seward as they're going to go around him here down into turn 3. Going to take that outside lane and around him here. Is anybody going to make a move here? Let's see what these guys do as they all get around Dallas Seward on the outside lane for the 74. He's going to cut down in front of Seward here off of turn 4 and into the tri-oval.
Yeah, down here into the tri-oval. Matthew Wood trying to make some moves, but nobody's going to go with him up there on the outside. Now Connolly he is going to cut Matthew Wood a break there through the tri-oval. Let him get back in line. Dallas Seward now 1 lap down. Now he's going to be racing that 57 and 16 to be in that lucky dog position here. As he's going to go back to the outside. Does he get any support up there? Looks like no. He's going to try to maybe stay behind Porter. You're down the back straightaway. He's wanting some help. He wants to go up and challenge and get his lap back the old-fashioned way. Here he is back to the outside of Porter now. Can he make something happen by himself? That 83 truck has been extremely fast. Can he do it? As we still have Carrier and Stage control in the front of the field.
All right, the 83 to the outside now of the 74s. They're coming off at turn 4 and into the tri-oval. You can see everybody single file at the moment. Dallas Seward going to try to go side by side with 57, real close to contact there as they go through the tri-oval and across the line here. Chris Stange still up front. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go side by side with y'all, and we'll be right back with you.
The best iRacers in the business.
It's the way to do it. We're in the 87 cars here at Talladega. As you see the 15 car grabbing the wall. All right, you saw it. There is what has happened. A crash through the tri-oval. Some jockeying for position to get back on the lead lap there. Matthew Wood involved. Grant Applegate involved. Dallas Seward. As Grant Applegate's going to tow back to pit road here. Let's go back and look at that yellow flag. Get a little bit more in depth on what may have happened. Let's see. Let's get us a good view here as they come on down into the tri-oval. Oh, Dallas trying to go for a move there. Gets a little loose. Wow, the 16 goes for an absolute ride. Oh, the 27 gets involved.
Oh, man, that's insane, Tom. All 4 of those guys are 1 lap down battling for the free pass, and they're all involved in that wreck.
Oh, no.
Those were your front 4 battling for the lead lap. Who's going to get the free pass now? What is happening?
57, the 83, and the 16.
And the 27. And then
the 27.
And then who would be the next one? It would be the 69 would be getting his lap back, right?
It would be Chris Goetz in the 87.
Wow.
If he didn't get involved in it, let's see where he's at. There he goes, right there. That's Chris.
He did it.
He did it. He's going to get the lap back there. Looks like he'll be back on the lead lap. Let's see where he's at. Big mass pit stops happening right now. There's the 27. But it looks like the 87, looks like he's going to get the wave around. Let's see here if he does. We'll keep the 87 on check here. As we got the 29 coming down pit road, mass pit stops happening as well here at Talladega, lap 50. Let's see what happens.
I mean, you can't ask for a bigger horseshoe than that. Holy cow, if that is the case there for Goats. We'll see on this pit road execution, though. Matthew Wood having some more issues here on pit road. He was involved in that crash, but it looks like, here it is, the race on pit road. Jordan Hand, he's going to do it. He's going to get it by stage here. And then there's Porter. Unbelievable. Those guys are playoff guys. Here's Connolly, another playoff guy. These guys doing desperate things here. Now we see Brian Underwood off pit road. Gaston behind him. Wow. This is some great action, Tom. All the guys battling for those 3 spots are all up here at the front of the field here on lap 51.
Absolutely. Ben Gleason in the 66 comes off P7. Farrell Robbins P8. Dylan Carrier P9. P10. That goes to Josh Kreider. And now there it is, Jay. The 87 gets the wave around. What a series of events to get that wave around for himself. Crazy. He did it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is kind of becoming our saying here on the channel. I mean, we coined it from old AJ Foyt, but man, sometimes I'd rather be lucky than good. And he was the 5th guy 1 lap down, and have all 4 of the guys in front of him wreck in that scenario like that. I mean, you can't make it up. That's insane.
Yeah. Phenomenal job by the 87 to keep that truck clean. Gets the wave around, back on the lead lap now for the 87. As we now go to the front, that's Jordan Hand up front. The 24, 79, 69, and 27 might be looking to get a little bit of a wave around here. We'll see. 27 got a little bit of front end damage at the moment. Let's see as they come off of turn 4. We should be getting lights off on the pace vehicle this time as they come onto the tri-oval. But yeah, still a good lucky break by these cars here, the 27, 69, 79, and 24, to get in front of the leaders and get that wave around, get a lap back here for the race.
Yeah, I like the strategy. Danny White's going to take advantage of that as well. We got multiple guys. Oh, Jordan Hand back down pit road. Could he maybe make it to the end of the race on fuel from here, Tom? Could this be a strategy call?
That's a lot of laps. I don't know.
That is a lot of laps. Exactly. I don't know.
Matthew Wood coming back off of pit road. He's got no front bumper on it. Redneck Horsepower Award to the 16. My goodness, look at that.
Gosh, I mean, if I'm Matthew Wood, I gotta feel just absolutely blessed that I had that win last week at Richmond. Because, I mean, the guy that's dominated this entire season could have been out right here tonight if he didn't get that win last week at Richmond. So, I mean, again, to win these championships, you have to put yourself in position to win these championships and have a little bit of luck and a little bit of skill to go along with it. And right now, we're seeing that here out of Matthew Wood tonight, as he's going to try and finish this race off with that absolutely destroyed race truck here tonight. Unbelievable.
All right, we'll go back up to the front here. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go green flag racing this time by Chris Stange, Shannon Porter on the front row here. Chris Stange looking to have a phenomenal run here tonight. Been up front for the most part. We'll see what he can do here in the closing laps.
Yeah, here it is in the closing laps. We've got a little bit of redneck horsepower trucks in the back. We've got most of your playoff contenders up here in the front trying to contend for this win. We have, what, 37 laps to go in this race here, Tom? This is some big-time moments here in this race. We just had a pit stop. Has some very fast trucks at the front. Chris Stage doing a fantastic job controlling this race so far. Can he bring it home and lock himself in with a win here tonight to your championship race next week at Homestead?
All right, off of turn 4 now. Chris Stange watching that pace car come off of the racing surface and control to himself as they're looking to come into the tri-oval here. Chris Stange going to restart this field here. Go onto lap 53, complete lap 52. As they inch closer to the restart zone now. And it's called off. It's called off. We're going to go around one more time here, as it looks like the pace car may come back out. We'll see. There's the pace car right there. It is coming back out. We're going to go around one more time here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, here it is. One more lap around here at Talladega under pace car speed. Not sure exactly what happened there. Maybe the lineup wasn't correct, or maybe they were having issues with the lineup. See if there's any adjustments here. It looks like the pace car. He's giving it all she's got, Captain. Come on, pace car. Put that thing in gear. Let's go.
All right. Way to
There
go.
must be a VTEC or something up in that pace car tonight. I don't know what's going on there.
Well, you know. All right, well, if you're watching the Xfinity race, GG's to Shane Van Glizzy. Back to back.
How many times is Creed going to finish second, man?
I don't know. How long is his contract with JGR?
Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm happy SVG won, but I'm disappointed, man. Creed, P2 again! God. I have a better chance of winning an Xfinity race than Creed does.
Oh, man. There goes the Drift King. All right. Down into turn 3 now. Stange and Porter still on the front row there. We're going to be coming to the green flag. Hopefully it won't be called off this time, as we go around once again. All right. We're going to complete lap 53 now. Go on to lap 54. For the restart of this race on lap 53. As the pace car now comes off the racing surface and control back to Chris Stange now, as he comes into the tri-oval. He's going to inch closer to the restart zone now. Chris Stange in control of this restart. As you can see, the restart zone there says Geico. The green flag flies here at Talladega. And the 29 getting another great restart. Let's see what the 74 can do on the outside, though, as they come on down into turn 1. The 74 getting a great push by the 77 now coming down into turn 1. The 29 is side by side with the 74. 74 losing a little bit of steam now. The 77 trying to push him as best as he can, but he can't get a good lock on his bumper. Off at turn 2 now and down the back straightaway. Does that outside lane resurge? Let's look here. Yes, they are. They got some great support on the outside there. Gleason and Carrier behind them. The 29, 25, 72, and the 4 on the inside lane. But there goes Stange. He makes a great run with the push by the 25 down into turn 3.
Yeah, here it is. Connolly gonna push Stage. We see Gaston back there as well. All the implications for the championship are on the line, as now we're gonna see Underwood. He wants a shot at the front. He's gonna push the 74 on Porter now. Big run up to the outside. We're gonna see Underwood trying to push Porter to the lead. Does Porter stay committed to the 77? Who pushed him there? As Porter's gonna lead this lap. Is Stage, can he fight back on the bottom? Help from Connolly. Here goes Porter, and he's looking to the inside. No, down here to turn 1. Porter leading the field.
Porter goes all the way back down to the bottom here as he goes in front of Chris Stange off at turn 2 now and down the back straightaway. The push by the 77, or by the 66 now, coming on the outside lane as they come down the back straightaway. The 29 all over the rear bumper of the 74 now as they come on down into turn 3. This 74 trying to fight back on the inside here through 3 and 4 as the 29 and the 74 get disconnected. The 66 getting back to the rear bumper of the 77 now off at turn 4, and they're looking towards the tri-oval now. Still side by side for the lead.
Yeah, here it is, still side by side for the lead. We got Porter getting pushed here by Stage. Gleason all over the rear bumper of Underwood in the 77. Here we are across the line. Looks like Underwood's gonna lead that lap by a fraction there. As we're gonna go down into turn 1, still side by side. Look at Gleason. He's getting some big pushes here from behind from Carrier. That 54 truck has been an absolute machine pushing tonight. Can he continue to push this outside line? Carry the momentum on the outside. Is now Stage locking bumpers with a 74 there down the back straightaway. Stage, he wants to resurge this bottom line.
Coming down into turn 3 now, it looks like the 77's going to inch out ahead here of the 74. The 66 behind him. He's giving him a great push through 3 and 4 now as they come off of turn 4. Let's see who comes out on top. It's Jaden Porter at the moment. The 74 on the inside line doing a great job, but here comes the 77 on the outside. Once again with the 66 and the 54 as they come through the tri-oval. Looks like it's going to be Brian Underwood once again leading this lap here at Talladega as they come. He moves to the inside lane. Maybe a little bit of contact there by the 66 and the 74. Oh, the 74, he got loose in the turns 1 off of turn 2. Now he goes back to the outside. Gleason behind him, and we're right back where we started.
Are my eyes deceiving me? A little bit of bumper business here at Talladega. Porter with a little bit of a bump and run there to the inside of the 77. Here comes Stage now. He's going to the outside. Stage wants to get back to the front of the field. Help from Underwood. Can he do it? Can he get the support he needs? Big shove by the 77. Down here off at turn number 4. Does Stage go to the bottom? Does he stay to the outside line? As the inside line is fading now, but with Porter leading it. Here comes Underwood and Stage down to the bottom. They're going to clear the inside line. Here we are across the line. Stage back to the front. Back to the point of this race.
A great move by Stage to get back to that inside line. That outside line has quite dissipated now. The 66 and the 54, they're connected on the outside lane now. Josh Kreider coming up behind him with Jordan Hand off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway now. But that inside lane is so organized at the moment. But look at the speed the outside lane gets now as the 66 makes his run to the point down into turn 3 now. Let's see what he can do here. He's still side by side. He's going up with the 77 now. Chris Stange, the 77 of Brian Underwood getting to the outside of Chris Stange just a little bit, but off at turn 4 here, Stange still to the to the front with the 66 to the outside.
Here we are, still side by side here across the tri-oval. Gleason now leading that outside line. He's got the perfect help behind. That's a 54 of Dylan Carrier. He's been so good at pushing and controlling lines all night long. And here he is again, pushing Gleason down here into turn 1. Off of turn 2, we're going to have a little bit of a classic drag race here. Setting up for the back straightaway. Stage still helped by Underwood down here on the bottom. Carrier pushing Gleason. There's Josh Kreider in the SpongeBob machine. Here he is, pushing his way up to the front of the field, finally here tonight with 30 laps to go.
Coming down into turn 3 now, that is the 29 still leading this race with the 66 on the outside. Chris Thane's doing a great job to manage the lead of this race as he comes off at turn 4 now. He's going to still lead off of turn 4. The 77 still stuck behind him. A little bit of lap traffic in front of them. As they come through the tri-oval now across the line, Stange is going to lead this lap as they come on down to turn 1. That's 27 and Nathan Brookover going lap down once again. But down into turn 1, it starts to heat up here for the lead of the race here at Talladega.
Yeah, here it is. Underwood still pushing Stange. That inside line is still prevailing here. When Stange is out in front, he is almost unbeatable. He just finds a way to control this race so masterfully here tonight. And he's continuing to do it down the Alabama Gang Super Stretch. You see the outside line, the Gleason and Carrier, they're still working together, maybe building a little bit of a gap from the help behind as we're going to continue to log some more laps here in Talladega. All different types of strategies, lots on the line here tonight. We got 5 guys eligible in the playoffs remaining, only 3 spots eligible. This is all for the marbles here tonight as we're going to cross line and complete lap 60. Stage still leading the field.
Right as they come on down into turn 1 now, ladies and gentle cars, we're going to go side by side once again here, and we'll be right back with you guys for the ending of this race.
The best iRacers in the business.
It's the way to do it. We're in the 87 cars here at Talladega. As you see the 15 car grabbing the wall.
goodness!
Wow.
He did it! He made it through that!
Wow.
No, we got contact! Oh my goodness! Oh, and he's upside down! Garrett Gusso is upside down! Mayhew's sliding!
They're not being able to stop the 7 car, losing it. He's into the grass on the tri-oval. He's going to get a penalty for that. He has no help, and I mean, this guy's got a rocket ship. Move aside, Kim Jong-un, the 46 crew can build a better rocket than you.
Your next is $4.99 champion is Garrett Gusso.
Garrett
He is the
Gusso!
winner of the $4.99. Garrett Gusso, you are immortal.
Pull a fox on him.
All right back with you guys here. The 77 on the apron there through the tri-oval, having a little bit of issues there. 3 wide here as the 77 continues to have issues coming down into turn 1. Everybody keeps it straight here as the 74 looking a little squirrely there. Jaden Porter keeping it straight. The 25 going to look like to come back down to the inside lane. He does. The 69 of Jordan Kreider is a couple or 1 lap down here at the minute. As he comes down the back straightaway, the 77 pops back out here, coming down into turn 3.
Yeah, here goes Connolly. He's going to stay to the back bumper. The 77, can they make a resurgence here on the outside line? You see Gaston back there behind him. Where does he decide to go? Does he want to help this outside line? Does he want to stay committed to the inside line? Here it is, side-by-side action. Carrier locking bumpers here with the 29 again, trying to push him to continue to hold this lead. Side-by-side for the race lead. Here it is. We got a little bit of lap traffic. Could that come into play? Who's going to lead this lap? It looks like Underwood by a nose again over stage here, as we're going to go by the lap traffic of Brooke over here. Is Underwood's going to continue to lead the field down here into turn 1.
Side by side for the lead through turns 1 and 2. 77 on the outside here with a good amount of help on the outside as they come down the back straightaway. He's going to get a little bit of a run here. No, he's not, actually. The 54 all over the rear bumper of the 29. Oh, the 77's backing out now. He's looking like he's going to go to the back here as they go down into turn 3. Yeah, the 77 dropping like a rock here. So does the 25. 25's doing the same thing. William Connolly, he's going to drop to the back. The 69 back out front here. Maybe trying to get a lap back here in case of a caution that happens. He's going to try to get back to the front as they go through the tri-oval now. Everybody's sorting it out as best as they can. A little bit of a 3-wide situation in the back here as we've got the 79, 83, and the 25 in a row. As the 25 gets behind Dallas Seward as they go back down to the bottom here. Maybe sensing something that's about to come up here, Jay. It's the 25 and the 77 go all the way to the back.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe some self-preservation there. They've got so much on the line here tonight. They don't want to be involved in any type of carnage or incident that could derail their championship hopes here tonight at Talladega. As we see Jordan Kreider now. He's leading the field. He's got his lap back the old-fashioned way here. He's going to make it 13 of them on the lead lap. All the help from behind by his brother, Josh Kreider. Great action there as we're going to go by Matthew Wood now. Put him another lap down here tonight. As we see, oh, is that Danny White peeking down to pit road? Here it is. Maybe the pit window is open here, Tom, to the end of the race. 22 laps to go as we see Danny White making some pit service.
All right, back up to the front here. 69 of Jordan Kreider now coming down into turn 1. As we're side by side for the lead, the 69 still holding on to getting his lap back the old-fashioned way. Now coming off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. 69 going to hold strong there. Maybe a little bit of help from his brother on the outside, Josh Kreider, keeping him out front. as they come down the back straightaway and down into turn 3. Still a side-by-side battle there for the lead of the race. That's Stange and Josh Kreider. Josh Kreider's got a little help behind him. That's Jordan Hand and the 66 of Gleason. Back there, though, there's Gaston. Gaston's got a win to get in now, so, you know, the 72 being put into a situation here. But, look, Jay, we're going to be coming up to some pit stops here in just a second. A couple more laps, maybe. He's got to nail this pit strategy.
Yeah, absolutely has to nail it. He's got to stay in touch here with the lead group in that must-win situation. I believe Stange, with the amount of work that he's done here tonight and the stage points he got, I think he might just be fine to make it on points here tonight. That was Dallas is sideways back there. Him and Matthew Wood. Oh, save it, Dallas. Oh, he's still drifting.
Wow.
He is going to save it. Unbelievable. That thing was dead left, and he's still rolling down the racetrack. Great stuff, yes. But the strategies could be open here, Tom. We got 20 laps to go here around Talladega. The playoff hopes are all in the balance now as we see maybe a little bit of a surge here on the outside, as that's Josh Kreider being pushed by Jordan Hand. Jordan Hand, he's one of those guys that got a little bit of stage points there in that first stage, maybe not as much as he wanted. He could be desperate here towards the end of this race to try and make this championship forward.
All right, coming down into turn 1. Look, that's that drifting that we just saw. I had a little bit of flashbacks of SVG there after winning his races. Off of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Now it's Josh Kreider leading this field. He goes way out in front of his brother now. He actually clears them as the 3 truck is just absolutely locked onto the rear bumper of the 5 truck. Coming down into turn 3 now. The outside lane losing a little bit of steam now through 3 and 4 as Stange goes side by side with Kreider once again. Kreider, he's going to get out. He's going to try to drop to the back here, let Jordan Hand and the 66 of Gleason by as they come through the tri-oval now. Stange is going to go ahead and cross the line to lead this lap here as we're looking at just about 18 laps to go here at Talladega, Jake.
Yeah, here we are, 18 laps to go. Maybe a little bit of a strategy call there by Josh Kreider, maybe trying to get linked back up with some of his teammates. He's been working with the 25, the 77 all night long. Maybe an opportunity to get linked back up with them here before this final pit sequence. Stange and Carrier have been working together all night long. Jaden Porter's kind of been in that mix as well. They're exactly where they want to be if they want to master the strategy. Jordan Hand, he maybe want to find a group to work with here. Maybe go with the Stange Carrier group here down pit road. Or maybe try to find the Underwood, Connolly, and Josh Kreider group to pit with. As we're going through some more lap traffic here, Tom, we got all kinds of lap traffic up in front. That's the 57 of Applegate, or being the 27 of Brookover. Danny White, we just saw him make some pit service. And now there is Matthew Wood not having the race we expect from the Ironman. Look at that 3 wide action. Look at Danny White. He's like, I'm going to go make this move. He goes around Matthew Wood there as your lead pack continues to roll here off of turn 2.
Wow. So the 69 staying out in front of them at the moment there. He's going to grab that lap. Or he is on the lead lap. I mean, technically he is. Just barely out in front of your leader right there. But coming down into turn 3, we're still single file for the lead pack here. Jay, I expect a pit to happen here very, very soon. Do we see the 29 maybe pull off here? Possibly. There it goes! There they come, the leaders, the 29, 54, 74 coming down pit road at the moment. It's got to be flawless here, and they execute. A little bit of a lockup by the 54 of Dylan Carrier now as they're going side by side down pit road at the moment here. But what a great execution to getting onto pit road here by the 29, 54, and the 74. Oh, maybe a little bit of issues by the 74. He's got to back up. So does the 54. A little bit of pit road issues. This is absolutely going to change the race for the 29. Unbelievable.
Oh, man, this is exactly what I predicted. These 3 pitting together. And now it looks like Stange and Carrier are going to be able to get off pit road, but they're going to lose a little bit of help there from the 74 of Porter. This race could have just changed for Stange, the guy that has controlled most of this race from the lead. The execution on pit road was good, but in pit road was not, as now we're going to see Farrell Robbins and Gaston. Oh, they did not have Gleason with him. Oh, Stan Gaston! His championship is going to be falling apart as he goes through the commitment code. Holy cow, we saw that on Thursday, and we're seeing it here on Saturday.
Oh man, it just falls apart on the money stop here for the 72, maybe possibly for the 29 as well. Unbelievable. Farrell, He did a good job executing there, but he's not going to have much help by the 72 coming off of pit road now. As fuel only for these guys. Not going to be taking much tires here. As it looks like Chris Dange and Dylan Carrier are still split up here. That is just not good news at the moment here. As these guys are still on pit road. They're still on pit road here. There's Dallas Seward. Yeah, it's over for these guys. They're going to go a lap down here, and they're going to have a hard time catching back up to the lead pack, which is now Jordan Hand coming across the line. Connolly, Kreider, Underwood, and Gleason, your top 5 at the moment.
Yeah, I think the championship hopes here for Gaston could just be vanishing here. It's like one of those sand clocks. It just all the sand is running down to the bottom. His chances might be over here. He's still on pit road. Unfortunate. Your winner at the season opener here at Talladega wanted to take this thing to the championship floor. It might just be over here for Gaston tonight as he still sits on pit road here with 14 to go. When do we see our lead group come down pit road here, though, Tom? We got Jordan Hand, William Connolly, and Josh Kreider, Brian Underwood. 3 of those guys are playoff contenders. When do they make their stop? And here they come now.
All right, let's see if they can get this right here. Connolly. Oh, look at the 87. Oh, hands around at the beginning of pit road. Oh, and he makes contact. Oh, well, kind of, I guess. The 3's around once again. He's going through the grass like a Toro mower machine as he gets back onto pit road. That's going to ruin it for him. Ben Gleason trying to avoid the 3. Maybe makes a little bit of inside wall contact there. William Connolly misses his pit box. Oh, my goodness. It's falling apart for everybody.
Nobody wants to make the championship 4 tonight, Tom. Every playoff guy is struggling as Connolly still can't get in his box. It's unraveling. The drama here tonight. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's back.
He put tires on it, too. That's just more time on pit road.
This race is unpredictable now. Now here he is with Jordan Hand. Those could be the 2 guys battling for that final spot because it looks like Stange might be fine. Brian Underwood executed perfectly there. He might be fine. We know Matthew Wood's in the good. This could be interesting here, Tom.
Yeah, it looks like there might be too big of a split here between Josh Kreider and Brian Underwood. Stange now coming off at turn 2 down the back straightaway. Here they come. Maybe Brian Underwood, Josh Kreider can get hooked up real quick here and try to get past or get fast here as they come out down into turn 3. The 77 go to the high lane. Here comes Josh Kreider. He's trying to get to the front. I mean, to win this race. 13 laps to go. Chris Dange wasn't able to get to the rear bumper now. Look at this though. They got a 3-car draft versus a 2-car draft. Man, it's falling apart.
Oh, this could be exactly what Underwood needs, though. This could lock him in 100% with this. If he rides here with Kreider and Kreider. I mean, this race is unpredictable, Thomas. We got Jordan and Connolly back there in 6th and 7th. That could be the battle for the final playoff spot here. If everything continues to shake out the way it is running now, I mean, this is absolutely thrilling with 12 laps to go. And we got a bunch of mini packs with all the misexecution on pit road. What's going to happen for the end of this race? Can Stange and Carrier, can they run down that lead duo up there of Kreider and Underwood?
The 3 just absolutely packed the 66 there on the back straightaway. Did you see that? I can't believe they didn't wreck. Coming off of turn 4 now. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Go for it.
Through the tri-oval now. The 66 now connected with the 3 and the 25 as they're about almost 4 seconds behind Underwood. Oh man, look at this! Dylan Carrier and Chris Dange got around Josh Kreider Underwood as well. Here comes the 69 of Jordan Kreider and Benjamin Romano. Those are 2 lap down cars. So it's about to get interesting here. 4 cars with almost a 4-second gap now with the train of 6 cars now coming down into turn 3. So this might be your battle here. Caution could absolutely change anything, but in the coming laps, it looks like this is going to be the battle.
Yeah, this is going to be the battle here. We got 6 of these guys all under a blanket now as we're going to move through the trial. Chris Stange back to where he has been most of this race, controlling it at the front. But here it is, the Dega boys, 10 to go here at Talladega. Chris Stange leading with all the help in the world from behind with Carrier. We got Josh Kreider right that back there with Underwood and Jordan Kreider and Romano, both a lap down. They could come into play. They could determine the outcome of this race as we heat down the Alabama Gang Super Stretch once again.
I wonder what the 29 is feeling here. I think he's got a pretty good pusher with Dylan Carrier here. I think Dylan Carrier will stay loyal to the rear bumper of that 29 coming to the final laps of this race to try to get the 29 into the final 4 as they come through 3 and 4. I could bet you the 5 and the 77 are going to stay hooked up in the orientation that they're in right now, but they might not make a move until, 3 laps to go, 2 laps to go here on the outside, maybe coming off of turn 4 on the final lap. They're going to have lots of help from behind, though, with those lap cars. Kreider Bros are going to work together, definitely, for the end of this race, as now they got a little bit of lap cars. They're going to go to the high side here and go right around Dallas Seward as they come through turns 1 and 2. But off of turn 2, let's see if Josh Kreider will make a move. And it doesn't look like it. Looks like they're going to stay in line here, Jay, maybe for the remainder of this race.
Yeah, I think this is the strategy here. I mean, there's no point to make a move way too early and allow them to make a move back on you. I think that right where they're sitting is the catbird seat right there. You got all 3 of them linked together. I think if when Josh Kreider makes his move, I think you'll see it out of the guys behind. As we see Connolly and Jordan Hand still working together here. Can they run down with this little trio here? Can they get back in the mix? They're only 2.8 seconds behind. They are closing this gap. This could be big. I believe Jordan Hand, Connolly are battling for that final playoff spot as it runs. Maybe an opportunity to get back in the mix here with these 2 drivers as they got it down to 2.5 seconds here, Tom. They are closing.
Yeah, they're closing real fast here. In fact, they were 0.2 of a second faster last time by. These guys are absolutely flying right now, as it looks like all the organization in the world from the guys in front of them, they're getting around Dallas Seward now. They just overtook Dallas Seward a lap before, and these guys are on absolute rails right now. It looks like Ben Gleason losing a little bit of the draft, though, but William Connolly and Jordan Hand here, what a phenomenal job they're doing, as it looks like now they're coming out to pass. Here comes Josh Kreider, Brian Underwood to the outside of Stage and Carrier in the tri-oval.
Yeah, here it is. We are coming this time to 7 to go, and the battle is on now as we got Kreider v Stage, as we got a big, massive run by Jordan Hand. Holy cow, with a late move, 3-1-0, Underwood makes a big block, and he's going to get sideways. We are duking it out for the race winner tonight at Talladega. Jordan Hand, here he goes to the outside. All the from Connolly, off of turn 2 with 3-wide action. This is racing for a championship, and these boys are giving it all they got.
Oh my freaking goodness, what did Hand just do? He came back from almost 4 seconds behind him and caught them in 5 laps. Unbelievable what the 3 truck was able to do. He's now battling for the lead of this race. Josh Kreider out front now with Stage behind him. They're going to have to make a move here to get around the 5 truck here towards the closing stages of this race as they come through the tri-oval. The 25 trying to grab a little bit of cool air for himself as he just absolutely dropped the hammer on the rear bumper of the 3 truck to get him up there. But coming down into turn 1 now, an organization is going to be happening here on the outside lane. On the inside lane, it's 5 trucks versus 4 trucks on the outside as they come off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway side by side for the race lead.
Yeah, and we got 7 of your lead lap cars in this battle here at the front of the field down the Alabama Gang Super Stretch. This race is open for any of these 7 drivers now, as Gleason did end up getting into this mix. He's right there at the tail end of this line. As now we see Stage go to the outside. Carrier didn't go with him. He didn't have the room. And now you're going to see Kreider make a big block. Stage in the back. Here comes Jordan Hand now. We got all kinds of action here through the tri-oval. Jordan Hand. Connolly's going to push him. They're going to try and go for the lead. 5 laps to go here at Talladega.
5 laps to go, and down into turn 1. Stage goes to the back here as Hand goes to the front. Josh Kreider made a big block. The 77 made a big block, but down through turns 1 and 2 now, off of turn 2, it's the 3 truck in the middle lane. Jordan Kreider on the outside trying to help Ben Gleason as much as he can to try to get back up to the front here as they're coming down the back straightaway. Hand goes for the block on the outside. He's going to lose ground now to the 25 and the 29. Here comes Carrier to the middle line now as we're 3 wide in the back, but it's still a Carrier on the outside trying to make a run for the race lead off of turn 4.
Here it is. Dylan Carrier wants to go for the lead. He's got the help from behind with Connolly. Look at him locking bumpers. Push it for all they're worth. Now we're going to see Connolly look to the outside. Here goes Stage. As now Carrier goes to the bottom. Here comes a big run by the 5. He's going to shoot the gap in the middle. 3 wide. Connolly taking the lead.
Down into turn 1 now, 3 wide. Just for a moment there is the 25 working the outside lane as the 29. He's still on the outside lane too. Off of turn 2, down the back straightaway. The 29, he gets squirrely. He's in the middle now. He's pushing the 25. The 3 truck wants to get back up to the lead. Down into turn 3 now. The 5 truck of Josh Kreider being pushed by his teammate of Brian Underwood. It's the 25 and the 29 in the middle lane coming through turns 3 and 4 off of turn 4 now and looking for the travel. The 77 comes up in front of the 25. He ditches his teammate. He wants the win here tonight at Talladega.
Here we are coming to get 3 laps to go here at Talladega. We got Underwood and Kreider battling it out for the lead. 3 more times around here at the greatest track on planet Earth. That is Talladega here tonight. Down here into turn 1, Connolly pushes Underwood to the lead. Now Carrier and Stage, they're back together once again. Can they make a move here off of turn 2? Down the back straightaway, we got lots of lap traffic in front. This could come into play as we're going down the Alabama Gay Super Stretch.
All right, Dylan Carrier, he's got a lot of ground to make up here. Connolly and Brian Underwood have made a big gap between themselves on the runners behind them as they go around the lap cars. There it goes. Gaston 1 lap down. Absolutely unfortunate for the 72. Oh, the 87. He makes a big move. Oh, he's in the wall with the lap car. Oh, they keep it all straight. Unbelievable as they come into the tri-oval now. The 2 laps to go. Here, Talladega, we're getting loose. Farrell Robbins loose. The 29's loose. They keep it straight. Unbelievable. 2 laps to go here at Talladega.
2 laps to go here at Talladega, and now we got Underwood controlling the front of the field. Now Josh Kreider goes and makes a block on Carrier. Carrier into the back of the 5. He's sideways. Do we save it? Connolly makes a move. Oh, he's sideways. Carrier's in the wall. Down the back straightaway. What are we witnessing, Tom?
Oh my goodness, down the back straightaway, these guys are taking everything they can. There's no give to these guys' driving styles tonight on the final laps here at Talladega down into turn 3. Josh Kreider moves to the inside lane to link back up with his teammate. Stage on the outside with the 3 truck of Jordan Hand. Ben Gleason right behind him too. Off of turn 4 looking for the tri-oval now. It's Stage and Kreider on the front row trying to make it 3 wide. That's William Connolly. 1 more lap around here at Talladega. Real fast, real left for these guys. 1 more time at Talladega.
Oh, as we got contact, Underwood's around, Connolly's around, your playoff contenders on the final lap, but we got a 3-wide battle for the lead as we're still duking it out. Jordan and help from Gleason here off of turn number 2. Farrell Robbins is in the mix by Carrier, or Kreider. His Stage has no help. Jordan and he wants to get to the playoff championship 4, and he's going to lead the field in a turn 3 for the final time. Here comes Kreider out from Farrell Robbins in a turn 3. As Jordan has blocking the field, he's going to shut the door on the 5. Here comes Gleason with Jordan Kreider to the outside. This is all for the marbles here now off of turn number 4. Kreider is going to look to the inside. Jordan throws another big block. This is unbelievable what we're witnessing at Talladega. But off of turn number 4 through the tri-oval, Jordan Hand, it's going to be Gleason. Gleason steals it at the line.
He stole it. Oh my God, he did it. Ben Gleason wins this race over Jordan Hand. 0.01 seconds for the 66. No guarantee for Jordan Hand here at Talladega. P3 goes to Josh Kreider. Oh my goodness, what did we just watch?
How did Underwood get back up to P5? What did we miss? He was sideways on the white flag. What did John Underwood just do there?
We gotta go look. We gotta look at this.
P5?
Oh, no way.
He didn't lift.
He didn't
lift.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he put Carrier in the wall doing it, but he stayed in on the lead. He stayed on track there. It brings it home P5.
What are you willing to do to make the championship 4, Tom? He said, I'm going to put this skinny pedal to the floorboards, and I ain't going to lift till I see Jesus or a chance at a championship, and that's what he did here tonight. Unbelievable. It's Jordan Hand. I believe he's going to advance as well, even without the win. because Connolly wrecked on the final lap. We'll have to go back and find out what the point system is looking like for the championship 4, but I mean, if Underwood advances, makes it to the championship 4, and wins it, he's going to look back at this moment here at Talladega. Unbelievable. Look at Gleason. How did he do it? The massive run to the line, and he did it.
I want to rewind it just a little bit more. I really want to see how close this was. Oops. Oops. Let's try to pause it right at the line. Look at that. Wow. The 66 through the trial vault got a great side draft off of the 3 truck, and it really just propelled him forward. With a little help from the 69 right behind him. Good Lord. What a thrilling finish here tonight. Ben Gleason with the win. Unbelievable. Seriously, that was just phenomenal.
I can't believe what we just witnessed here tonight, Tom. I mean, holy cow, dude. I mean, what a great cutoff race for the championship here at Talladega. I mean, we saw all of your playoff contenders lead laps here tonight, control up at the front of the field, and they all left it on the line. I know we have Josh Kreider in the booth now. He's P3. We'll have to ask him what the championship 4 looks like after tonight, but unbelievable. Unbelievable.
All right, Jay, let's do a little bit of interviews here. Let's get these guys set up, ready to come in and talk a little bit about their race. But let's start off with Josh Kreider in the SpongeBob car. Let's talk about his race. Hey, Josh, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, guys, I got you.
Man, what a phenomenal ending to the race there. We saw action-packed racing, really, for 12 laps there. We saw a lot happening going on. But let's talk about your race a little bit. You were a little in the back there, not really fighting for the lead of that race early. But at the end, boy, did you really flex the speed out of that 5 truck.
Yeah, that's what I always do on the plate tracks. I was also trying to be a little, just courteous to, as being a league owner to the people that I run for the Final 4. I mean, I was probably a little more defensive than offensive at some points, and that's not like me sometimes on the plate tracks. But at the same time, I'm glad for how it came out. That for the 4 that advanced. I'm really happy for Glenn. Jesus, it's been a long night. Happy
I
for
would have said the
Ben.
same thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Ben Gleason, who's a friend of the family, and glad for him to get his first PSCRL victory. It was a really, really, really clean race, man. Like there wasn't any. It was hard racing the whole time, but it just it wasn't caution racing, so it was definitely fun.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Final 4. Who are those drivers looking for a championship next week in Homestead?
Just by looking at it, it looks like it's going to be Hand, Stange, Wood, and Underwood. Gaston had a good chance, and he sped coming to pit road, it looked like, and then Connolly was just, throwing caution to the wind and made the move and made a poor block there and took himself out there on the last lap. I think if he was a little more patient, when I was watching my mirror, he could have had a chance to win it. But, when you're in those situations, and you got to go with it.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it. It's going to be Hand, Stange, Underwood, and Wood for your championship 4 at Homestead. Congratulations on your P3 run tonight here, Josh. What a great run once again you had. Look, I'm going to hand you off to Jay here. Jay, what do you got for Josh here to round out this interview?
Yes, Josh, fantastic race. The strategy worked out perfect, and you put yourself in position there, execute on that final pit stop to put yourself in a chance to win this race. Didn't work out for you, but you led the white flag lap. I mean, that's an accomplishment itself, I believe, at Super Speedway. It's just being in position. Who do you have to thank for this amazing run that you had here tonight?
Yeah, I knew that coming to the white flag when I was on the bottom there, I didn't have my brother, and I didn't have Brian on my bumper, so I knew I was going to win. So I kind of just, went into spectator mode, couldn't really make any aggressive blocks, and I wasn't going to cause a wreck and take somebody out of the championship 4. So I've got to thank, first off, Brian. I've got to thank my family that's watching. My little brother got Danny whited coming to the green flag with 1 to go and had to take a fast repair under green. So that was unfortunate, but obviously he would have been in a good situation and possibly take home a checkered flag. Uncle Lonnie for sponsoring us all season. I'm probably going to do race control for the championship race with my back issue next week. So, I'll pop in for the trophy ceremony, but I appreciate all of the 39 drivers who have turned a lap this season in PSCRL for season 3. And I hope to have a great Championship 4 race. For those that follow iRacing, there's been an update to the trucks. They drive differently. I can tell you they drafted differently tonight, for sure. There's a bubble, and there was never a bubble with the trucks. You got to drag the brake if you're the leader, if you don't want to get freight trained a little bit, and that's never been the case in the trucks. And it was just a little different drafting. So Rubbered Up Productions, SpongeBob and the Patrick Connection, 3 Wide Phobia. And I think that's about all that I want to thank. Family, friends. Kirsten, if you're watching, shout out to you for watching and supporting us for the Casper Dash for Cash. Oh, Casper Dash for Cash. Ben, he took the money tonight. So he won the race and took the Dash for Cash money. So shout out to him.
Awesome.
Perfect. I do have one more question though for you, Josh. I really do. For anybody still watching, so the Championship 4, we got it locked in. We got Jordan Hand, Brian Underwood, Chris Stange, Matthew Wood. How do we decide the championship next weekend at Homestead?
Whoever finishes the highest. No stage points or anything like that.
Well, there it is. It is a mono race for the championship next Saturday. I can't wait.
Absolutely, and thank you, Dega boys. You're going to be missed heavily. I wish you guys would stay on for another season, but I understand. As we look for another broadcaster and try to find somebody, I appreciate everything that you've done and putting action to the track for sure, and not boring at all. So I'm going to miss you very heavily. I can tell you that.
Well, thank you so much for the kind words, Josh. It's been a pleasure to come out here and broadcast your races, your league here, and we will for surely miss coming out here on Saturdays as well to broadcast another great PSCRL race. But we got one more. We got one more, and boy, are we excited about it. Josh, a P3 run here tonight at Talladega. Congratulations, and we'll maybe, yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, I'll do the trophy celebration. Handing off the championship guy after you guys do your interviews to whoever wins next week, and we'll get their trophy ordered of whatever style they want. They get to choose whether they want the Winston Cup, the Sprint Cup trophy, or the Bill France trophy. So whatever version they would like, they get one of those. I took the Winston Cup trophy because I felt like that was when it wasn't Big Daddy NASCAR as much before. So yes, not Big Dick NASCAR. So, all right. Well, I'll let you guys pull in Jordan Hand for his P2 finish, and I'll talk to you next week.
Okay, we'll see you, Josh.
See ya.
That might be a t-shirt right there, Tom. I like that.
T-shirt. Oh, man. Okay. Let's break down your P2 runner for tonight. That is Jordan Hand and Final Four finisher. All right. Here we go. Jordan Hand, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Jordan Hand, what a phenomenal race you had out here tonight. Surely flexing the speed out of that 3 truck all night long here at Talladega. And you get yourself into the Final Four. Congratulations on that. You're going to be fighting for a championship here in the PSCRL Truck Series Season 3 at Homestead. Tell us how you feel about that.
Man, I'm pumped. Honestly, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, a great race to be coming up here at Homestead with these guys. How confident you feeling about it?
I mean, I feel good on mile and a half. I mean, I don't feel Matthew Wood good, but I feel good. Hopefully, with the new truck update, it may even out the playing field. Who knows? But we'll see. At least we're gonna be there fighting for it.
Absolutely. Now let's talk a little bit about your race. Again, really strong in your 3 truck all night long. But let's talk about the last lap. Actually, I actually want to talk about lap 12. You were 4 seconds behind the lead pack, the lead 4 cars of Kreider, Stange, Underwood, and who was it, Connolly. How did you, Ben Gleason, and Jordan Kreider get back up to that lead pack?
Did you see what happened that caused to be back there?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I being an idiot on my part, but oh man, they're all great pushers, and I trust those guys, and they just do a good job. They know when to push, when not to push, and they're really good at super speedways. So I really felt bad for Jordan because he's really damn good at super speedways, and he had some bad luck there with I think it was like Danny White and them got contact on under caution, ironically, and I think he got like wheel damage or something from it. So that's kind of unfortunate for him.
Well, you made a phenomenal comeback there in the closing laps of the race, and then the final lap happens. We had a little bit of carnage on the drop of the white flag, but you steer yourself clear, and then coming to the checkered flag, what happened?
Man, if I'm being honest, I had it, and I really had it won, but I didn't know Connolly had basically wrecked himself at that point. I was so focused, and I really just went low because I was trying to block the entire inside line. 'Cause in my mind, Connolly was coming, to be completely honest. And don't get me wrong, I wanted to win, but I wanted to advance to the next round more than to win. So I thought I'll just block the whole bottom inside and wreck myself trying at that point. But that's what happened. I mean, I felt like I really did good blocking Ben and them up until I decided I was going to block if Connolly was coming, and then I just actually just idiot move on my part, to be honest. But at the end of the day, we're moving on. That's all that matters.
That's right. That's all that matters. Another day to fight here for the 3 truck. Moving on to the final 4. Congratulations on your run tonight with the P2. I'm going to hand you off to Jay here. Jay, what do you got for Jordan to round out this interview?
Yes, Jordan, fantastic race. You battled it all the way down to the bitter end. Fantastic race. I mean, the recovery there at the end that we just talked about. I mean, I can't believe what you guys did there to catch back up to lead pack, and then not only catch it, but then lead it there for a few laps. Unbelievable. Jordan, who do you have to thank for this amazing race here tonight? And do you have anything for next week? You have any message for the competition going into the championship board?
Well, I got to shout out the wife every week. She's awesome. And I'll shout out all my friends watching, especially Garrett and Jack. They always watch these races, and I'm sure they had a good one tonight watching that. But yeah, I don't got no message for them. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty Mr. Consistent this year. So outside of Wood, I feel pretty damn good. So we'll see. But I don't know. Hopefully we go in there and it'll be a good finish. That's all I want at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Well, big shout out to Jordan Hand's wife. We truly appreciate you letting Hand. I almost said Wood. What the hell? For letting Hand come out here and give us some great on-track content. Thank you, Jordan, for coming out here and giving us, and wanting to spend time out here, giving us some great on-track content. Congratulations on your P2 run tonight, and we'll see ya in Homestead.
Hey, boys, one more thing.
Yeah.
Or Jay, hopefully tomorrow's the day. Bowman's got hell of speed. We're gonna believe.
I talked to Jay a little bit about this before the stream. Jay is in complete denial. I think Bowman has some speed. I really do.
Oh, I think he would have got the pole today if he didn't.
That's
turn
what I
forward.
Yeah.
He pretty much had it. Oh, I don't know. Larson was pretty damn fast too until he decided to hit the wall as well. So I don't know. We'll take it. Hey man, Mr. Consistent this year, top 10s.
Yep, that's right. That's right. All right, Jordan, we'll see you in Homestead, and have a great night.
Take it easy, guys.
All right, that was your P2 finisher for tonight. That was Jordan Hand. Let's go ahead and bring down your winner. That's Ben Gleason. Ben Gleason, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
I do. How about you guys?
Man, heck yeah, we got a dang copy on this one. What a run you had here tonight in the 66 truck. You were fast all night long, flexing the muscles of that truck, getting up front there, but let's talk about that final lap. What did you have going through your head, and how did you pull that off?
Actually, that whole lap I was just concentrating on pushing Jordan Hand, and when he dropped down to the inside right there at the end, Jordan Kreider was like, I'm pushing! So I just stayed in it and ended up with the win.
Man, what a great circumstance or a great series of events there for yourself to have somebody else behind you pushing you towards the checker flag. What a great run. I mean, that really doesn't encapsulate your race here tonight. I mean, that 66 was extremely fast no matter where you put it. Outside lane, inside lane, third lane that we saw multiple times here tonight. That 66 was extremely fast. But another thing I want to bring up here, with 12 laps to go, it was... Oh, you know what? I'm not going to do it, Jay. I'm not going to do it.
No, you go for it.
No. I got to ask the questions first all night long. Ben, I'm going to hand it off to Jay here because Jay's got a freaking fantastic question to ask you. Jay, what do you got for Ben?
Well, my question was going to be right there at the end of the race. I think about 12 to go, maybe 8, 9 to go or whatever. We saw Jordan Hand Connolly go by you, and then they kind of pulled away from you. Did you ever picture yourself in that situation, being in the victory lane at the end of the night? I mean, what was going through your mind at that situation?
No, when they got around me, for some reason, I was just struggling to catch back up. And then eventually, I was just inside the draft, and I slowly gained back up to that pack.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I think I mentioned it with maybe it was 8 to go is when I mentioned it. And I was like, wow, we got 7 of them now in contention because Gleason has caught back up to the pack. I mean, unbelievable. And then you make that move to the outside. Did you think coming to the line there, did you think you could get by Jordan Hand? I mean, what was that like to make that move to the outside?
I knew it was going to be close. I could see him on my left side. And then right there at the end, I was like, I think I got him by a fender. And I did. It was great.
Absolutely thrilling. Absolutely thrilling. What a fantastic race. You get a victory here this season in the PSCRL Truck Series. That's got to feel good. Your first win, as I think Josh said, so that's got to feel amazing. Who do you have to thank for this amazing run that you had all night long and then winding up in victory lane with that fantastic last lap pass?
Well, first and foremost, I got to thank my wife for putting up with me doing this. But honestly, the Kreider boys for inviting me to this league. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be here.
Absolutely. Well, big shout out to Ben Gleason's wife. We truly appreciate you letting Ben come out here and give us some great on-track content. Thank you, Ben, for coming out here and giving us some great on-track content. Spending time out here, spending time away from the real world to come out and play some sim cars, or if you want to call it, maybe a video game cars, whatever it may be, whatever floats your boat. But Ben, a phenomenal race for yourself tonight in the number 66. Look, I'm looking at your truck right now. No Luck Motorsports. You might have to paint over the no after tonight. Luck Motorsports.
I don't know about that.
Well, nonetheless, a great run by the 66. Congratulations on your win, and we hope to see you in the next one.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Jay, another race in the books. Race 20 of 21 here with the PSCRL gang. And boy, did they put on a show. We had green flag pit stops. We had carnage. We had strategies, people messing up on pit road. We had crashes. We had people being taken out of contention for the final 4. But in the end, it's Connolly and Gaston out. Wood, Underwood, Hand, and Stange in for Homestead, fighting for a championship here next week.
I mean, if you look up Talladega in the dictionary, or what is a Talladega race, that is what we saw tonight. I mean, holy cow, it was unbelievable. I mean, we saw 2, 3, 4 wide action at points in this race. I mean, big moves, big blocks, teammates working together. Like Tom said, the execution on pit road was really the key to this race. We saw mistakes on pit road, took a lot of people out of contention, laps down. Shout out to Gaston and Connolly. I know they got eliminated here tonight, but man, did they give it all they had, Captain, here tonight to try and make that Final 4. Fantastic seasons for those drivers. They still have one more opportunity this season to go for a win, so we'll be rooting them on there next week at Homestead to see if they can get it done. But the big thing here tonight, Tom, the championship 4 is set. Jordan Hand in the 3 truck. We got Chris Stange in the 29, the gambling man. The Iron Man, Matthew Wood, the dominant driver all season long. And then Brian Underwood has not found victory lane yet this season, but holy cow, he's got a chance at a championship. It's going to be absolutely thrilling. What did I say? Mono battle for the championship for these 4 drivers. It's going to be an absolute thrill next week at Homestead. Could we see strategy come into play? Could we see the gambling man do some gambling stuff? Who's going to have the speed? Can anybody challenge Matthew Wood? We've waited all season long, Tom, to see somebody put the fight up against Matthew Wood late in one of these races. We haven't seen it. Can we see it happen at Homestead? I think this championship battle between these 4 drivers have had great seasons, and I'm super excited to see what they can do next week around Homestead.
Yes.
Oh, and then, by the way, I can't forget our race winner, Ben Gleason. I mean, unbelievable job he did here tonight. Gets his first victory of the PSCRL Truck Series. Got to give him a shout out as well.
Absolutely. A lot that happened tonight here at Talladega, but once again, another great broadcast here on the Dega Boys Racing Broadcasting Network, with the PSCRL Truck Series Season 3 We're going to round that out next week at Homestead. Here on Saturday, same time. We'll be right here with you guys, broadcasting who will be the champion of this 21 race long season. All right, Jay, let's wind this down a little bit here. Look, if you want to become part of the boys like Javon Thompson did today, you can go ahead and go to our channel, hit the join button, and pick a tier that works best for you guys. It's a great program. You guys can come in here and call a race with us. You can come onto our podcast, talk a little bit about racing with Jay and I, and even one tier there, you get some free merchandise, which, if you want some merchandise, you can go to our channel once again, hit the store button, and go and get yourself a cool, I mean really cool, this one says, Big Daddy, not what Josh said, but Big Daddy NASCAR shirt, or you could get yourself a Big Daddy NASCAR hat, you get yourself an apron, get yourself a beanie, you can get yourself some pants with our logo on it. I mean, it's really cool. Check it out. Look, all of the monies that go through those two avenues go right back into the channel to create more and better product for you guys. Thank you guys so much who have contributed to that. Big shout out to Dallas Seaward being a great supporter, big supporter of our channel. We'd surely appreciate them. And everybody who has gone and gotten some apparel from us. Thank you guys so much. From the bottom of our hearts, it means so much to us in our continued journey on YouTube. All right, I'm going to hand it off to Jay here real quick. Jay, why don't we talk a little bit about our podcast side, our watch party side, and what we got coming up?
Yes, on Tuesday, the podcast is back, episode 74, Full Send Half Mass Podcast. We're going to be back 8 p.m. Eastern Time, like clockwork all year round. We're going to talk some more racing, all the racing this weekend. Oh, man, what a fun day of racing we had this week, today, Tom. I mean, all the qualifying sessions were just absolute bangers.
Drama.
Thriller qualifying sessions. So much drama. Unbelievable. If that's any precursor to what we're going to see tomorrow with all the races, I am super excited. We'll talk about this weekend's races with IndyCar at Road America, as well as F1 at Canada, as well as the Cup Series and Xfinity Series here at Sonoma this weekend. What a great race we watched today. I mean, SVG rolling on with that big old Aussie invasion train, continuing the momentum there with the back-to-back wins. We'll talk about all that with you guys on Tuesday, as well as preview the big one coming up next weekend, and that is the 24 Hours of Le Mans, one of the legs to the Triple Crown. We've got 2 in the books this year, and the third one is on deck next week, and we'll preview that race for you guys, break it down, give you in-depth analysis leading into the 24-hour Le Mans. Who to watch out for, dark horses, who's the favorites in every class, every division, and who is ultimately going to raise the crown as the winner of this year's 24-hour Le Mans. So, watch party, yes, that got voted upon. That poll was closed on Tuesday, and that will be the 6 hours at Watkins Glen for the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Challenge. I cannot wait to bring that action to you. We're going to probably just do the last 3 hours of that 6-hour race because we are booked. Oh boy, we are booked the day before that. Oh boy. But the watch parties are so much fun. Come and watch the race with us. Come interact with us in the chat. Have a good time. Watch parties are so much fun. And especially IMSA, my favorite type of race. I'm a little biased there. So I'm glad that one won the poll this month for the watch party. It'll be a fun time. Come hang out with the Dega boys as if we were on the couch right next to you, enjoying the race side by side. But yeah, Saturday, Tom, the 22nd of June, the day before that watch party. It is the marquee event on all of iRacing. The best iRacers in the business will be back at Talladega, like you saw tonight. 188 laps, 499 miles around this amazing, amazing racetrack. The best iRacers in the business are going to be involved. Money's on the line, pride's on the line, immortality's on the line, a trophy on the line. I mean, it is amazing. If you guys want to be a part of this great event, we just join our Discord. The link to the Discord to get you into this special event is there and available for you guys. The spots are filled up. If you guys want to be a part of this amazing race in the 87 cars around Talladega, broadcasted right here on this YouTube channel with the A-Team. We're bringing the A-Team back out, Tom. We're going to have Jared in here, Donovan in here as pit road reporters, me and Tom up here in the booth. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Great day of racing. Pre-race show included, paint showcase, interview with some of the drivers, competitors in the series, and as well as maybe a little bit of a post-race as well. I cannot wait. And we are currently 2 Saturdays away from that marquee event on iRacing.
Yes, so if you guys want to be a part of that, you guys can. There's no problems. But look, it's going to be an amazing event. We're going to be doing lots of stuff. Maybe broadcasting some practices, the qualifying leading up to the race. Again, we're going to be having those pit road reporters. They're going to be in your guys' chats, talking to you guys, giving you guys interviews to feed us information for the broadcast. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have some great information to share with the viewers of this race. Last year, we had some great interaction with the chat. It was really fun. But like Jay said, the marquee event, there's going to be trophies on the line. There's going to be monies on the line. And etching your name in history with the third running of the Nexus 499. So if you guys want to be a part of that, you guys can join our Discord channel. Link down below. There is a little text area that you guys can go ahead and join the Discord. Get yourself signed up and get ready for all the on-track action that will be happening on June 22nd. Hey, you have a great night too, and we'll hopefully see you in the next one. Thanks for coming out, my guy. Really appreciate it. If you guys also want to be caught up on everything that we're doing in the social media world, make sure you guys hit the links below for Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, Patreon. We got some cool videos there. Also, our Discord. Our Discord is the main hub for World Motorsports news. Keep yourself up to date with what's going on. Even post your own leaks if you want to, or news that you may know that we may not know. It's up to you guys, but we truly appreciate everybody who's in there, all the community that we've built around that as well. Truly appreciate y'all. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it right there for what is good for tonight. Look, everybody who came out here and watched, we truly appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Tanja, X3, let's see, Javon, Dallas, thank you so much for the gifted sub once again here tonight. We truly appreciate you and your continued support of the channel. We truly appreciate everybody who hit that like button, the comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. But this has been another great broadcast here on the Dega Boys Broadcasting Network. This has been Thomas and Jay in the booth, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
The best iRacers in the business.
It's the way to do it. We're in the 87 cars here at Talladega. As you see the 15 car grabbing the wall.
Wow. He did it! He made it through that!
Wow.
Oh, we got contact! Oh my goodness! On this upside down! Garrett Gusso is upside down! Mayhew's sliding!
They're not being able to stop the 7 car, losing it. He's into the grass on the tri-oval. He's going to get a penalty for that. He has no help, and this guy's got a rocket ship. Move aside, Kim Jong-un, the 46 crew can build a better rocket than you.
Your Nexus 499 champion is Garrett Gusso.
Garrett
He is the
Gusso!
winner of the 499. Garrett Gusso, you are immortal.